Good morning, people. It is Wednesday, the 26th of April. Welcome to TDA, the day after. Your favorite news platform and home of popular culture, as decided by you, the culture. You already know what it is. As always, you're hosted by the best and brightest in the business. Anybody care to introduce yourself?
Morning, people. Big man use in the building.
And they call me E-Man, the pro-black activist, TDA producer and news analyst, melanin jam-packed.
And I'm your boy, Big Marks from the east side of the bridge. 6 foot plus of pure temptation. I don't know why I was froze. I was thinking, where am I going today? I wasn't sure. Then I drew a blank. I don't know what I feel like. I don't know. I don't know how I feel today.
No?
No. I don't know why. I don't know if I was in pum pum father mode or... I feel pretty chill today, pretty zen, pretty relaxed and laid back. I might have to come up with a new one.
A new slogan.
That's just a new one. You know what I'm saying? Something to refer myself to. I don't know, man. But yeah, how's everybody doing? We all right?
I'm alright, man. I'm sick though, but we move. Hopefully you don't catch that.
I think I'm going to be sick as well.
Yeah, I'm finished.
But what kind of sick?
I think I got the flu.
What, man flu or real flu?
Real flu.
Why do you not do that, though?
Do what?
I wouldn't, like, if I thought I was proper sick, I wouldn't come in there.
No, but I'm looking at it logistically. If I don't come in today, I won't be in until next week.
I get that.
I'm not in tomorrow. I'm not in Friday. So if I didn't come in today, I won't be in until next week.
I hear that.
Yeah.
But you're contagious.
Yeah, but, risks.
Rich rewards, innit?
You know what I mean? Life is all about taking risks.
Am I the only one that thinks like that? Do you not think like that? Or do you just, because when you do, I see people do that. When they're sick and they come, and it's like, I want to keep going for the team, and I'm gonna come through. I'm all messed up. And in my mind, I'm like, why? Yeah, you're messed up. Like you don't want to be. Is that only me that thinks like that, or what?
No, I think the same way.
Well, like if you was sick, then
Yeah, I'll try and stay back.
Yeah, but if I was here every day, then I would think that way. Because I'm not here that much. The days I can come in, I want to try and come in.
Brent, do you appreciate him coming in and fighting through being sick, or do you think, you're trying to contaminate me?
No, because I know the sentiment behind what he's doing and appreciate it. But I would have, if you'd have told me,
Yeah.
100%, I would care more about you being sick
Yeah, of course.
than you coming in.
That's why I didn't tell you. No, I've taken them.
Yeah. No, but I heard the sentiment's right, isn't? Go team, man. Power through.
Gina did that the other day.
Did she?
Yeah.
She never told me. This is probably why I'm getting that little. You know what I'm saying?
That's probably not why.
Why?
You're not taking your vitamins. It's too big for you.
Bro, that was an ordeal, bro. Anyway, you know what? I don't want to think. That was an ordeal, man. You think I'm joking, yeah? I tried. It was a thing. Like, it was a thing.
What's that? What happened?
Actually, no, I don't want to talk about it.
Connotations.
I'm gonna start. I don't want to talk negative about anything. But basically, I had trouble with vitamins.
What do you mean? What do you mean you had trouble with them?
The consumption of them.
You find it hard to swallow them? Why?
Bro. Bro, this is banner. Let's just move on.
Expound.
Bro, they were too big, bro.
What style? What type were you taking?
I don't know, because that's not my story anyway. I don't take vitamins. They just felt, there was times here when I'm swallowing them, bro.
Yeah.
And it's taking like all 10 minutes to like swallow on that. Like,
You didn't drink enough water.
Bruv, it's just the water's flowing through and it's just staying there.
Yeah,
like,
stuck there.
Like, and it's mad, like, and I'm like, rah, and I got to talk, and it's all uncomfortable there. And then it goes eventually, but I'm like, is this normal? It happened one time, and I thought, okay, that was an accident. I think it happened to me about 3 times, bro. And I was like, I don't like this.
Too much.
I don't like this.
If it gets stuck because you're not consuming enough liquid as you take it now.
Is that what you think it is?
Probably not stuck though. It's just a feeling because you're not used to it. You know when you get that feeling like it's still there, but it's not still there though. It's done something.
I didn't like it, man. I made my mind up. I was done. So we're going to have to repackage it. I need to use the African mango though. They're small, they're tiny. I could do that. There we go. I'm gonna start using African mango.
Finan, your friend, says to break it up.
Huh?
Finan says to break it up.
That's a simple solution. That's a simple solution.
Health is wealth, man.
Yeah, but let's. You know what? See, I don't want to. Shall we pull back the curtain because you said.
What did I say? I have no where you're going with this.
No, okay. I'm gonna get on African mango anyway.
What's African mango?
If I could imagine, I can do amazing and just spat it off from what he told us last time. That would be cold. I don't know what African mango is. It's a vitamin. It helps suppress your appetite. So it's good for you when you're working out. It will help you shred down and strip and stuff like that.
Okay.
For work, that's the best I got. Any more?
That's basically it.
Is that it?
Helps you in your I guess your endeavor to be lean.
Yeah.
Okay.
Basically, yeah.
So African mango, I'm gonna go for it. Oh, dodge that minefield.
Yeah, I'm still thinking that you could use the powder instead. Mix it with water, mix it with juice, and then consume it.
Is that just vitamins, or is that like protein and stuff, or is it all in one?
Yeah, vitamins. I take it.
Yeah.
Vitamins.
So, but it's not a protein shake. It's just vitamin thing.
No, it's not protein.
So then you got to take a protein shake too. It's just so much and all that. And
Not protein
You
shake
can just
too.
put, you can just put it in water
What?
or juice.
because I'm going gym minutes, so I need to take protein shakes,
All of that.
vitamins, all of that kind of stuff in it. So it's like, how many shakes do you want me to take? They're just gonna be running through me and that.
Are you lactose intolerant?
No, the tolerance levels is quite cool. But I'm saying if I'm just taking bare of them, bare shakes and thing, I've heard. I don't know, because I've heard. Do the shakes mess you up when you take bare of them?
I don't take shakes anymore, but what do you mean bury them? How many different shakes are you taking?
I don't know. You need protein. You need creatine. You need.
This guy.
Creatine can be taken as a tablet, so you have to actually have it as a drink.
He doesn't like tablets at all.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
And sometimes you can get it in powder.
Yeah. No, but take them at different time. You don't take them. You don't drink them back to back to back to back. I mean, you can have some pre, some post.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's one thing I need to do. Like my diet
Yeah.
needs. I don't want to say fixing because I don't think like to say it's that. It needs looking at. It needs addressing. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
'Cause I don't eat with any intention. I'm not aware of what I'm consuming.
Yeah.
Not like how much calories, proteins, carbs, fat, whatever. How much
Yeah,
fat.
yeah.
I'm not aware of nothing I consume at all. Like I just do what I'm doing. You get me? So that definitely needs to be addressed.
How dedicated would you be to actually tracking like your calories and that, the macros?
I don't see. When I hear people talking about the macros, I feel like it's just spoiling food, like just spoiling the experience. I don't want to
Yeah,
hear
I'm
about
not
what it's
into
your
that at all.
macros and your eat. Like I just don't.
But the thing is, yeah, if you do it for like, I don't know, like a month or so, yeah, it'll get to the point where you kind of can recognize what you're taking, how much of it in this, that, and the third. So it's not like a lifetime thing.
I think maybe if I just sometimes I think you just need to just pay your way. If I need to just reach out and just speak to a nutritionist, someone who knows what they're doing and knows what they're talking about, and they can just give me some ideas for some kind of meals and what kind of things I need to be eating throughout the weeks and that. And I could just be mindful of it and just cook and just make those kind of things, innit?
Yeah,
You know what I'm trying to say? Not necessarily be tracking and knowing, it's this many calories and that, but that's a decent meal. That's low in fat. That's very rare. You get me? And just move like that. Probably more do that. I don't know if I'll be like the
Proper on it,
dedication,
like,
just proper on it like that.
Okay.
But yeah. What, Brent?
Nothing. Nothing.
All right, cool, man. Should we get into some headlines?
Yeah, we should.
Let's do it. Before we go into the headlines, I want to shout out my little girl. It's her birthday today. Thank you.
Is she tuned in today?
She might be.
Okay, cool.
She might be. Yeah. So yeah, she's gonna have a good birthday anyway. But yes.
You finished all the prep, right?
No, not yet.
Still not.
No.
Down to the wire, yeah?
Yes, most definitely. Unfortunately, but yes. Second headline is Rishi Sunak is due to announce that the government, has successfully recruited 20,000 police officers since 2019, as critics point out that a similar number have been cut by Tory-led administrations since 2010. In a statement, the Prime Minister said, "When I stood at the steps of Downing Street 6 months ago, I made clear that I will do whatever it takes to cut crime and make our communities safer. At the heart of this pledge is recruiting 20,000 additional police officers. We await the final statistics, but as I have previously set out, I'm confident we are on the cusp of meeting that promise." Before 2019 election, The Conservatives under Boris Johnson pledged to recruit 20,000 more police officers in England and Wales by March of 2023. The official data will be published on Wednesday today. Last week, Sunak told MPs at Prime Minister's questions before the official release of the figures that there were 20,000 more police officers in what was a technical breach of data rules. In March of 2010, the total number of police officers in England and Wales was 143,734. But by March 2016, just 6 years later, that figure had fallen to 124,066. The Home Secretary, Suella Braverman, is due to give a speech on Wednesday, today, calling on police officers to no longer pander, this is her words, pander to political correctness, and focus instead on catching criminals. Braverman is to say at the Public Safety Foundation think tank launch in central London, and again, these are her words, "My mantra at the Home Office is simple. More police, less crime, safer streets, and common sense policing. My vision for common sense policing is as clear as the public's. It means focusing effort on deterring and catching criminals, not pandering to politically correct preoccupations." Next headline. The head of the civil service, Simon Case, has attempted to block former senior official Sue Gray from working with Labour as Keir Starmer's chief of staff until after the next general election. This is what The Guardian's been told. So Whitehall sources said that the case, as Gray's former civil service boss in the cabinet office, had pushed for the government's appointments watchdog to delay her starting of the new job for a maximum 2 years. The Starmer's choice for his new chief of staff caused shock at Westminster when it was unveiled last month, as Gray had led the civil service inquiry into the Partygate scandal and ran the cabinet's office propriety and ethics team until 2018. However, the role is still subject to approval by the Advisory Committee on Business Appointments, ACOBA. He's understood to have personally clashed with Gray both during her Partygate investigation and afterwards, when he blocked her promotion to a more senior role, effectively limiting her career prospects within the civil service. One government insider said that Case had pushed for ACOBA to postpone her appointment by a minimum of a year, but he actually wants the longest delay possible. They had very different ideas on how the civil service should do its job. And the last headline, this is going to be the inspiration behind today's topic of the day, and this is that a former Downing Street advisor to Boris Johnson has emerged as the Conservative frontrunner for next year's London mayoral election. Samuel Kasumu has been endorsed by party heavyweights Grant Shapps, Steve Baker and Priti Patel. The 35-year-old served as special advisor to the then Prime Minister, Mr. Johnson, holding the Civil Society and Communities brief. Energy Secretary Mr. Shapps said that Mr. Kasumu has London in his heart. The pair worked together for more than 5 years in Mr. Shapps' constituency in Hertfordshire, where Mr. Kasumu was a councillor. His work in Downing Street includes leading on the cross-government vaccine deployment confidence programme and working alongside the then Vaccines Minister, Nadeem Zahawi. The former Home Secretary, Ms. Patel, described Mr. Kasumu as authentic and hard-working. She also said that he has a deep commitment to improve the lives of London's citizens and bring communities from across our great city together. Mr. Kasumu said he was delighted with the endorsements, and also he said very soon London Conservatives will have the opportunity to select the candidate they feel is best suited to pull off one of the greatest upsets in modern political history. I believe that person is me, and I look forward to making the case in the coming weeks and months. And that's it for the headlines.
All right, then let's get into our what you saying topic of the day.
All right, people. So today's topic of the day, like I was saying, it's based on the last headline, which was that Mr. Kasumu, who is the former special advisor to Boris Johnson, has emerged as the Tories' frontrunner for next year's election for London Mayor. Obviously, as you guys know, he's going to be up against Sadiq Khan, right? Labour pretty much won this like every year since Boris Johnson, innit? Which is, yeah. And before Boris Johnson was what's his name? Livingstone, innit? Yeah. So again, so Labour's really active in London, and they kind of win the elections and that for mayor. But the question is today, yeah, do you feel as though black people as a whole, I know it's very general for me to kind of, ask this question, but just to kind of get you guys' sentiments, yeah, do you feel like black people put stock in politics? And if so, yes, why? And if not, why?
If they put stock in politics,
Yeah. Do you feel like the average black person today, maybe maybe our age group, maybe a bit younger, maybe older, whatever demographic you want to talk about, do you feel like they actually believe politics does something tangible?
I don't know. I don't want to generalize or make blanket statements about all
Yeah.
black people. Maybe like certain demographics.
Okay.
Maybe like my demographic culturally don't care about politics
Okay.
for the most part. You get me? Anybody that does, there's a few outliers in there, but for the most part, I don't think. No, I think most people feel like how Eustace feels about politics.
Probably.
Do you feel like why do you feel that way about politics? Is it more? Let me not put words in my mouth. Yeah.
Just a lack of interest, really.
Okay. So do you feel like that's because of maybe a lack of attention on it, like in school? Because in school, I don't remember ever being taught about politics like that.
No, because there's tons of things that I learned about in school that I had no interest in.
Okay.
Do you care about implementing change at all?
Say that again?
Do you care about implementing change anywhere at all?
As in, personally for myself? As in me? Or do I, what do you mean?
Like, 'cause that's the whole point of politics and stuff, innit? For people to vote for gets the things done to improve areas, living conditions, budgets for stuff, and boom, boom, boom. Some people's sentiment is that they don't vote because they don't think it's going to change anything.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, do you even care about that? Like, do you want to be involved in the changing of anything or the contributing towards?
I definitely care about change. I definitely care about the development of my community. Maybe I'm the type of person who needs to be, dragged into something as opposed to me volunteering or taking my own initial steps to get involved. But I definitely care. I've just never had a keen interest in politics.
Yeah, it's like that because it's like man can care, but it's like care how much because I'm probably aware of it, but I have never really gone out my way to help implement any change. You know what I'm trying to say? Like to really check out anybody's policies and see, like what's gonna, you get what I mean?
Yeah.
Like never. When them people are going around doing their local things, you get me? And they're knocking at your door and you're looking at them like you're crazy. You get what I'm trying to say? Like they're caring about certain things, like what days the bins are going out and they're trying to help the area. You get what I'm trying to say? Like they're putting too much restricted parking. Like they're trying to pattern up, telling you like things where you live are rubbish and bad. These people want to help it and all that. And we're there looking at them like, all right, mate, like go next door, man. Like you get what I'm trying to say? Like that's sick. So man do care, but probably not enough to. Not enough. There you go. That's what it is.
What do you think, Brent? Your demographic, right? The average black person that you may speak to, do you feel like they put stock in politics?
My age?
Yeah.
No.
No.
But
why are you so?
Unless, I guess we dip in and out based on stories that fall into the space in which it is that we consume the most, which is social media, right? And we get involved in that sense. But sometimes we don't realize how everything's connected to politics, right? So I guess bridging that gap would probably help.
Okay.
Fix the problem. But I do believe that as you get into the younger generations, I guess they are caring more and more about what's going on than we did when we were their age.
Yeah, I was thinking that same thing actually. Because growing up from secondary school, even primary school wise, if you had no interest in politics, which most of us didn't at that age, you would have to develop that interest at a later stage in life. And if you never had it initially, then if there's no, I don't know, switch that goes off at a certain point in life, how do you then go from not caring about politics, not being involved, to now suddenly in your adult life caring?
Because it's adulthood. I think politics is for adults, man. Them young kid politicians are rare and like they're extreme, like little weirdo kids. Politics is for adults because I don't think you would have been aware, but I don't think no one. When you're growing up, it's like you don't care enough to. You're a kid. There's nothing going on, and the stuff don't really start affecting you until you get into adulthood. Anyway, so you could just go your whole life and just have your head in the clouds there, and then turn into an adult, and then go through all these things and cancel tax, all these stuff start affecting you, and it flips like that, and then you start paying attention to what's going on, and then you're like, actually, nah, this is.
But the thing is, but there's paying attention to what's going on. There's knowing what's happening. There's going to vote, and then there's having a keen interest in politics, where you're reading newspapers, articles. It's like, you know what I'm trying to say, like you can vote, you can understand different party politics and know who you're voting for and all that. I don't think that means that you have a keen interest in politics. Like I
That's
could
true.
I could vote every single election. Doesn't mean I have a keen interest in politics.
That's true.
It just means that I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing and I'm contributing to the vote and I'm voting for a party that I believe in. Doesn't mean I have a keen interest in politics at all. So no, those two things could exist. Because I've voted before. Doesn't mean that you know what I mean? I could vote because I'm trying to contribute or help or, add to change. Doesn't mean I'm interested in it. I'm just doing what needs to be done.
Do you feel like that's the downfall of the individual and the community, though? Because the reason why I say that is because, like you were saying, Mark, yeah, I feel like there's a lot of things that when we're younger, we don't really care about. But certain things in life happen, and it's like, wait a minute, I have to start putting some attention to this. For example, finance. Everyone talks about how we're not taught finance in school, right? We hit our 20s now, and everyone at least tries, right, to learn a little something about finance, how best to maybe budget on a very basic level, right? Because you need to. Do you feel as though people haven't realized that link and why we need to do certain things as it pertains to politics? Because I feel like that it's the same thing, almost.
Yeah, I don't think people have.
They've seen the link.
Yeah. I think a lot of people find it. I think a lot of people. We're obviously generalizing and speaking for people. I think a lot of people find it as like separate to them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I think it's separate, but also remember, black people, well, obviously I can't speak for everyone, but when you think of politics, you think of the white man, you think of the white world, you think of institutional racism. You don't think it's somewhere where you're welcomed or somewhere where you have a voice. So when I think of politics and I think of Great Britain, I don't think of black people, I don't think of myself, I don't think of us. I think of them, right? And it's not a place where I've grown up feeling welcomed or feeling like it was somewhere where I could roam. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So I feel like that definitely plays a part. We live in a white country, right, where racism is rife, and if the country is run by white people and politics is mainly everyone within politics is mainly white, right? There's a small minority of black politicians, so I don't look at politics and feel like this is where, you know what I mean? That's not my remit. Right, I understand. As you get older, you start to understand how much politics affects your day to day, right? But I could still vote and I could still understand that without caring.
Yeah.
Like I understand how much politics affects my day to day, but again, I still see it as a white institution.
Okay. Hello, caller.
Good morning,
Good morning, caller.
Cherry.
Hi, good morning, guys. Okay.
Who's speaking?
Yes, Tariq.
Oh, Tariq.
Up the
Okay.
villa.
Up the villa, come on.
Come on.
How are you guys? Everyone all right, yeah?
Yeah, we're
Yeah,
good,
we're
man.
good,
We're
man.
good, man. You gonna get your shit off?
Yeah, I'm struggling this morning, man.
Right,
But yeah, do you know about when it comes to politics and obviously, I reckon like younger people these days are more into politics and they know what their vote is worth, compared to like when we was growing up and we was younger. But when we talk about black people being into politics, I feel like we kind of discount down, what a lot of black people are doing in the community. So more like instead of like the national politics, more like community based. So, like your local elections, etc. I feel like there's a lot of work that like black communities do in that sense. The problem is when it gets to a national level, it is in a way kind of rigged, this politics, because it's you either vote for the two main parties or your vote doesn't really matter. So the system is there for it to work for the majority, and as black people, we're not the majority at all. So, for example, like first past the post system, that does not really represent what like how the UK politics is. And obviously, and that as well, like you can kind of see like the north and south divide as well when you look at it. Like, so for example, if we had like a proportional representation type of like voting system, that'll be more. Then we might get like more people that think like us or think about our interests. But I feel like the system is just rigged against us anyways. And what you said earlier, you know how, oh, I can vote every time, but what does my vote mean? That's exactly how they want us to think. They don't want us to kind of like make our own mind up in terms of like who do we vote for, etc. See what I mean?
Mm. You know when you mentioned about the proportion thing and how it may benefit us, yeah? What would that kind of look like?
Yeah. So a proportional representation, yeah, like then you can have, we can finally have like parties that we want to vote for. So for example, say the Green Party, a lot of people want to vote for the Green Party, etc., but they don't want to do it because they think, oh, that's just going to be a wasted vote. Whereas like a proportional representation, yeah, you can literally, you vote for your local MP, yeah, but you can kind of like, you have to grade them. So like you choose who your first choice is, your second choice. Whereas like now, somebody can get, say a constituency that has like 40,000 votes, 40,000 people voting, yeah? All you need to do, like, you don't even need to get the majority. You just need to get more than like the next party. And then all of a sudden, like you're representing like a constituency with 40,000 people, but only about say 20,000 voted for you, or even less than that. So then the other people that voted for other parties, do they feel represented? And that's when they become like different. They're not into politics anymore, or like they're just like, oh, my vote doesn't mean anything.
And
so, go on, sorry.
No, I was just gonna say, and do you feel like that is kind of put in place to kind of disenfranchise Black people and other minorities, or do you feel like that's just an old system that just needs to be updated?
Like it's definitely there to be to represent like the majority, and us Black people like in this country, we are nowhere near the majority. Do you know what I mean? Like we're not even like we're like 3 to 4% of the population. Do you know what I mean? So even if you wanted to say like today, we started like a TDA political party or movement, and we got all Black people to get in between us. There's no way that we're gonna get the votes. The same as like, remember like when UKIP were in like people were voting for UKIP. If back then, yeah, like we had like proportional representation, yeah, they probably would have got like, I'll say probably about 15, 20 MPs in Parliament. But they were getting like 4 million votes or so, yeah, but they had one MP. So that's when it doesn't work. And I feel like but I definitely do think like especially young Black people out there definitely are into politics. A lot more than we was anyways.
Do you feel like that same method kind of, I don't know, may hurt us? Because look at UKIP, like you just said, yeah, they would have more MPs in Parliament, right? And do you feel like their interests kind of would help us because they got more voices? You know what I'm saying?
I know, but then again though, like their votes, or their voters here will be concentrating in certain areas that not many Black people are. You know what I mean? So, but it's one of those things you have to kind of be like, you have to look at the pros and cons here. The pros will be like, say, like in the Midlands, for example, or like certain boroughs in London, they'll be voting for more Black MPs and that represent like us. You know what I mean? So it will always be.
It'll be in the name of fairness. You can't say that wouldn't be a good system because it would work for UKIP and you don't like what they represent. You can't say that because in the name of fairness, everybody's got to vote. What you're saying is, if it was done differently, then their 4 million votes would have meant more impact to get. So it's not about if it works for UKIP. Like if it worked, it would work for anybody that could. That could you get me?
No, but what I mean,
exactly.
What I mean is basically, in the same way it would kind of work for us, because we're only the 3 or 4%. Yes, we will get more representation than we're getting now, but then the other groups that are much more than us, like the UKIP supporters, will get even more representation for themselves as well. So it kind of wouldn't just balance it out and kind of maybe put us in a worse position.
I can see where you come from.
But then again, our representation will be directly in places where we actually live. Do you know what I mean? That's what I'm trying to say. Like say when you go to like certain parts of like Kent, or down like the southeast, like not many black people there. Do you know what I mean? So those like constituencies like will be voting for people like UKIP, etc. But whereas like say for example like in Smethwick, like in Birmingham, like my constituency, yeah, like majority of people, like if there was like a black MP here, like he will get a lot of the votes. Do you know what I mean? And that's what I mean. So like we'll be more concentrating in the areas where that we inhabit. So then when we vote in people that are looking after our interests, then obviously that'll be something good for us. You know,
no, man. This
you know
opens
what I
up
mean?
bare conversations because you saying like if there was a black guy there, he would get most of the votes, yeah. And I heard that and I was like, what? Just because he's black? We don't even know like what his policies are. That this stuff's dangerous.
I know, I get what you mean. I get what you mean, Mark. Yeah, it's not just because he's black, like, and this is it. Kind of goes into what I was saying about. There's a lot of people like that are into local elections, so not like the parliament. I'm talking about like like your local council, etc. That are after that are looking after like our interests. So, for example, like like our bins when they get collected, or like how often our parks get like their grass cut, etc. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So if we then had those people that can get the votes here in a national kind of like way, then when they get to the parliament, then they'll be looking after our interests as well, not just in the local elections. And that's my point. But obviously, it's one of those things. Then, like, I feel like politics is definitely one of those things. Then, like, we just have to kind of keep going because when we say like, oh, my vote doesn't really matter, or like, what's the point? That's when we fall behind. Because the way I look at it is like, if you don't vote, if you don't take interest in different aspects of what the like politics is, then you can't moan. Like, you can't be not voting and then like next day you be moaning about like, oh, the taxes are higher. Oh, like, you know what I mean? You can't be moaning.
I think would you think that the vote's more valuable on a local scale?
Because, 100%.
Because nationally, with the 3% where you're talking about, that's where the sentiment comes from. People being like, right, even if all of us voted, it's not going to make a difference, is it?
Yeah, exactly. But local elections, like that, for example, like how many people, like I'll throw this to the chat as well. Yeah, how many people know like that next week Thursday is a local elections, and how many people do even want to vote? Do you know what I mean? So, like those local elections, like those people that represent you, like that's what you need to be voting for, because then you can be writing to them. You know your local councillors, etc. Yeah, you've got more like a direct line to them, yeah, than your local MP. My local MP, yeah, like in Smethwick, Birmingham, yeah. He's been an MP since 1997, yeah, and the guy does like fuck all for us. Do you know what I mean? He doesn't even vote the way I want him to vote, like when he's in Parliament, like majority of the time. But he will still get like 70% of the vote, yeah, because whether we like it, a majority of the people like around here, they just see, oh, Labour, yeah, let me just pick Labour. Do you know what I mean? Without even like looking into it. Whereas like your local like councillors, etc., like you can turn up at your local council and be like, I want to speak to my my local councillor, or write an email to them. Do you know what I mean? If you have an issue.
Well, you're someone who clearly cares. How many times have you turned up to your local councillor or wrote them an email?
Listen, let's just say my local MP, yeah, he's sick and tired of my emails and me writing letters. I swear to God, honestly. And to the point where now, yeah, like before, like I used to get like a personalized like letter back, etc. Now, yeah, I just get like a generic one to say like, oh, I hear your concerns. This will be looked into. But yeah, like my local councillor, like I see him walking around and that. But I feel like it's different when you guys down south, like it's London, like in a way, is a small place, yeah, but also a massive place. You know what I mean? Whereas like over here, it's more like like you'll see your local councillor. You can say to him, like, listen, yeah, like the park, like when was the last time the grass got cut, man? Come on.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Makes
sense.
Yeah,
man. Yo, I just feel like I'll just throw my 2 pence in there. Like I'm dehydrated, man. I'm still hanging, so I'll leave you guys to it.
Thanks, man.
I'll be in the chat, man. Take care, man. Oh, happy birthday to your girl as well, bro.
Thank you very much, man. Thank you very much.
Bless up.
Proverbs said in the chat, elections have consequences. Every vote matters. It's your right. Not voting is giving up your voice. What do you guys think about that? It's similar to what Tariq was basically saying, isn't it? Because, like, you know, this is another thing that I'm going to jump into. But yeah, what I'll say is, yeah, especially as it pertains to the Mayor of London elections, yeah, like you said when you asked Tariq, do you feel like we have more impact in our local communities, right, when it comes to voting? Most black people are concentrated in London, right, in this country. Do you feel as though people in London still feel the impact of having a mayor or voting for the mayor? Do you think people care? Because if we're not even going to care about the London thing, right, and we're affected by this every week when we drive through the city and pay congestion, or every month when we're paying council tax and things of that nature, yeah, what's going to happen to, like, what needs to happen to get us interested, if that makes sense?
I don't know.
I think this time around,
Yeah, for real, yeah.
I think this time around, things like identity politics are gonna factor heavily. I think that's gonna get a lot of people interested in it. A lot of young people, a lot of people our age. We talk about it all the time on this platform.
Yeah.
So if there's a candidate running with those types of buzz policies, I think a lot of people are going to get involved.
No, but people will see through that, though. That can't just be the be-all and end-all of it. Like you're saying, them buzz policies. I understand this, what's going on in the times now and that identity and that. It's all important and all that. But leading with that and going with that and that being the main thing, it's like, all right, cool. But then what about the other issues? Because these people need to be well-rounded. There's other stuff going on. You get what I'm trying to say? Obviously, them buzz stuff help to get the people in, help you get the votes and all that. But the policies have got to be right all the way through.
Did they see through Brexit and the immigration thing?
No.
I think it'd be great for them to basically focus on the buzz stuff, because that's how it is that they will get voted in. 100%.
I hear you. I mean,
Yeah, but buzz stuff, that's his marketing though, right?
basic.
Like getting young people to vote and using buzz marketing that's just a way of roping people in. But do these young people believe in your policies, or they just been roped in by your buzz marketing? Like, what's more important, just voting, or actually believing in who you're voting for?
I think it's just believing in the lies that is told.
I don't think that's important.
No, it is, because that's
Believing in
how
the lies.
that's how they get voted in.
No, but what I'm trying to say is, you could have a politician who tries to appeal to the youth through, I don't know, doing a campaign with Digga D, whatever way there is to infiltrate the youth. His policies may not even be beneficial to these youth, but because he's using Digga D in his marketing campaign, he's roped you in to vote for him. So you're voting for him because, I saw so-and-so with Digga D and
That's what I was speaking to.
Clavish and them, man. But are his policies actually good for this generation?
All right, so I need an example, because what I heard is that you're just focusing on the marketing push. I'm not just focused on the marketing push. It's the marketing push to basically make whatever policy seem the brightest thing for people to vote for, right?
No, I know that. I'm saying,
Corbyn tried it with Stormzy.
Yeah.
It didn't work,
yeah.
right?
But regardless of him trying to partner with Stormzy, were his policies aligning with black people?
Wait, we're having different conversations here. Right. So initially, my point was, I think more people will be involved in voting this time around, especially if it is a certain parties lead with the woke politics. All of the identity politics that's happening right now that everybody's talking about.
Yeah.
The censorship, all that crap, if they lead with that, you're getting people involved. And wherever they lean, because everybody's tribal in that sense, that's who they're going to be voting for, right? Now, conservatives have to do a lot this time around because they're trying to erase our memories regarding Brexit and what happened during lockdown and whatnot. They're trying to erase all of that, right? So I believe they're going to focus on, we are going to basically remove all of this identity, transgender stuff. We're going to make sure that this type of rhetoric doesn't seep into our schools, so our children are messed up. I think they're going to go heavy on that because a lot of the common British people, that's what they care about, right? Before it was immigration. Now they're in mess with the whole cost of living. The only thing that's going to basically salvage that is you're going to save the children. This is my theory. It might not be correct.
I'm with you.
Do you understand? All of those LBC stations, and what I believe that's what the Conservatives are going to be running. I might be completely wrong.
I hear it.
What do you think, Emmanuel?
If that's the
What
case,
do
then
what are they going to run on?
with the Tories,
Yeah. What's the best thing to basically get us to be like, I'm forgetting every last bit of the 10 years that just happened?
I'm not too sure they can. To be honest with you, I feel like the priority has to be saving the economy. You know what I mean? Like that just has to be the main thing, because everyone's money is affected. You know what I'm saying? Everyone's pocket is affected on a day to day. So, like, is there any point in talking about all the other stuff? You know what I'm saying? Like, you need to get inflation down, you need to create jobs, you need to build more houses, all, you know what I'm saying? All that type of stuff needs to be at the forefront. And they've been trying to do that for years. So I really don't know how they could, turn things around, to be honest with you.
Okay, so how would they, because they are going to slander the opposition, right?
You have
And they've
to.
started already with the whole anti-Semitism bollocks, right?
Yep.
And obviously, if it is that you dirty up Keir Starmer, then it's more likely than not that you focus on that and not on what Conservatives have been doing. But you think it's just a case of them saying we will be the ones who takes us out of this, even though we were the ones who got you into this?
I mean, they will definitely put out the message that they didn't get us into it. You know what I'm saying? They'll say COVID, and the type of things really mess everything up, which is true. You know what I'm saying? And also Brexit, right? But yeah, man,
It doesn't matter who got them in it.
Yeah,
I think it does.
No, I don't.
I think it matters to the people.
It don't. Because the people are in it now. The people are feeling it. The cost of living, food's doubled, everything, the supermarkets, the weekly shop's gone up. Yeah, the people are in it. Yeah, so it doesn't matter who's the cause of it is. Yeah, we want results, and the Conservatives are finance people. And if we are best placed to fix this, even if it's a problem that
I need
we
to
caused.
see the evidence of this, because
What I'm saying is, if we're best placed to fix this,
we're
yeah.
still living in the age.
No, but think about this.
We're
though.
still living in the age when it is Kwasi Kwarteng and that woman did what they did.
I hear that, but
we're
think-
still
think-
living in
Think
it.
about the mindset this year, because obviously everybody associates Conservatives with money and rah, rah, rah. If we are best placed to fix this problem here, the economy, everything, so prosperity can come back, people can start earning, people can start spending. If we're best placed to fix this and take you out of this year, then surely that's where the vote's going to get. It's not going to be about who got us here. Okay, cool, we got us here. So what? Because we got us here, now you're going to go to the... They don't know nothing about nothing. They can't fix this. We got a plan here that's working, that's going to fix it. People will vote for that. Because it's like, it's not crying over spilt milk. It's not about who done it. We're here now. We need to get out. If the route out is legitly there, then it's all right.
yeah,
Get me
I
out.
agree.
This is interesting. You agree with this, man, right?
yeah.
They wouldn't care about what has happened, who got them there. They would just be like, whoever can bring us out.
I don't believe it's a case of not caring at all, but I think they will be more focused on the message and of basically the message of who best can get us out of it, basically, if that makes sense.
And you believe that Conservatives would present a better...
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that
Argument.
they okay.
Because
I'm glad you said that.
I don't understand.
The thing is, it really depends on what Sunak can do, because you have to understand something. Kwasi Kwarteng messed things up, right? Allegedly, right?
The Conservative Party messed things up.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. With
Because
this
it
trust,
wasn't
right?
just Kwesi that decided that he was going to do this.
Yeah, but with this trust, right? That entire cabinet, right? But Sunak's taken over, and in his time, he's got 5 pledges. In that time, also, he's got Jeremy Hunt as his chancellor, and then both of them are saying we're going to do X, Y, and Z, right? Inflation, according to the Bank of England as well, they're saying it's going to be all the way down by the end of the year. They're talking about obviously the economy is going to start booming, this and the third, right? And fixing issues. They've also put certain things in place to help people with the cost of living, the payments that I spoke about yesterday, X, Y, Z, right? All of these type of things. If by the end of the year, inflation is down to 2.9%, I don't know what we're doing. I don't need Starmer to come in and mess it up.
So Von Esquire says that Starmer is diet Tory. Obviously, his comment mean more these days. What do you think about that comment?
Hey, I don't like Starmer,
No, but Why don't you like Starmer?
I
Because if
don't
he's a
think-
diet Tory,
I
that
don't
might be a good thing for post-conservative Britain, no?
If you're a Tory, be a Tory, man, and do it right. You know what I'm saying? Don't be out there being. You know what I'm saying? We don't need the diet version.
No, but what might be what he might be saying is that we've got the best of both worlds.
Yeah,
in that.
I know what it means. I mean, if you can package it like that in some type of way, right, and people actually kind of see it that way and feel like that's an appealing thing, then yeah. But really, someone who kind of did it kind of like that was Tony Blair. He wasn't too left, you know what I'm saying? He understood politics and economics as well, you know what I'm saying? Gordon Brown and them guys there. So there was a good balance. I don't think Labour's had that since then. You know what I mean? I only feel like Labour can win because of how bad the Tories have been, or how bad the country's been under the Tories.
Other people are saying in the comments that Labour is the new Conservative.
in what capacity?
Well, in the
How?
lot. I mean, as we are seeing, they're looking to get the blacks out.
Who? Labour?
Yeah.
Hey, I can agree with that. I can agree with that. They're disrespecting Diane Abbott. They ain't got no black people in their cabinet. Nothing at all. But Tories now, again, I'm not trying to defend nobody, but I'm just looking at the facts. They've got Mr. Kasumu, who they're pushing forward. Prior to him, it was Sean Bailey, both of them black. They had Kwesi Kwarteng as the chancellor. They had Cleverly as a black man in there. They had more women in the cabinet as well. I'm seeing inclusion.
Are you
Starmer.
talking about them black people? You talking about them black people that have to say racism doesn't exist in Britain in order to get pushed for the Conservatives? Do you talk about those black people?
Forget about what they say
Just look at what they do.
and how they look. No, but what I'm trying to say is that at least there's an effort, you know what I'm saying, to try and be inclusive. Labour say they represent us.
I don't know if that's dangerous though, man.
It is,
because
it is.
them type of yeah.
Don't get me wrong. I know what you're saying, right? But for someone that says they represent me, right? Black people, right? Asian people, minorities, lower class. I don't see us there. I don't. You know what I'm saying? Like, and look, Diane Abbott, the first black female MP. You people disrespecting her like this?
Yeah, no, but I hear you, man. But it's
Corbyn
like-
as well.
So, but it's like, what does it make them any better? Like you saying, like you can look across the bench and see like black, brown people there, see Cruella sitting there right at the front of the list, and
Yeah.
and okay, cool, it's representation. These people are evil and wicked the way they're moving. Like, do you get what I'm trying to say? Like that stuff that was going on the other day. If it was white people, doing and saying some of the stuff that she said, people would be going brazy. But because she's a person of color, she gets away with it, or it's not even seen as racism, it's whatever. All that kind of stuff is dangerous. You're saying it's good to have them black people there and all that, but like they're going up there and saying things that ain't helping us. They're still not for us. They're just black people there. Does it matter to have that representation? They're not.
The thing is this, right? It's not like I care necessarily that there's more black people. It's what I care about is the contrast that someone says that they care about black people, but yet
You can't see
there's
that.
no good enough black person to be in your cabinet.
Yeah.
There's no good enough females to be in your cabinet. That speaks volumes to me. You know what I'm saying? I know the Tories been lying. I know the racism I know that. I don't think they're lying to me about really. You know what I'm saying? Or at least I don't think I believe them. But Labour thinks I believe them. That's the disrespect. Because there's no effort. You guys ain't doing nothing. That's kind of how I see it. You know what I'm saying? So like, for example, we vote for Sadiq Khan, right? Those that vote anyway, right? This guy's garbage. No, I don't want to disrespect him like that. You know what I'm saying? But I want to see what he's done that's benefited us. I really don't see it. Like, I hate congestion charge. That matters to me, right? I hate council tax. That matters to me. This guy is just pushing that. Increase the zones. Did all types of stuff to just make things more difficult for us. We had Sean Bailey, though, the Tories. Again, I don't know Sean Bailey personally. I don't know him at all. Yeah, he's the black man. But again, he knows about the congestion charge. He said, I want to get rid of it. I want to get rid of council tax, or at least not increase it, I should say. All these type of things affect us on a day-to-day. Why are we voting for Khan? Khan come out yesterday as well. 3 lines on the shirt. 3 lines on the shirt, representing the master. Sorry, you know what I'm trying to say? Representing them. And just kicking Diane Abbott while she's down. Same party.
To be honest, I probably think Sean would have done the same thing. And it would've hit worse.
What the jersey under the blazer?
Maybe not that.
Exactly.
No. He would have worn the pin badge, but he would have gone against Abbott, and it would have been worse.
Yeah, probably.
It would have been worse.
I'm not sure if it would be worse, but he would
As
have
in a
said
black
something.
person doing it to a black person, 100% would be worse.
Okay, cool. In that way, okay. Still, man. Like, I don't know. I just feel like it speaks volumes.
Apparently, Von Esquire said Sean Bailey also said homelessness is a choice.
Right. I mean, I never heard him saying it. So I don't know the context and everything, innit? You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
Because the reality is sometimes people who are homeless choose to be in the street. I've given an example of somebody
Oh, so
I
you're
dealt
saying
with
that is accurate?
personally. No, I don't know the context. So I can't say that. But
Trust, these gal are so loving and nurturing that like any man homeless is not trying. Actually, no, delete that.
Let's delete that, you know, live.
Purely entertainment, guys. Purely entertainment. But you know what I'm trying to say? So again, I don't know the context to really speak to that, you know what I'm saying? But I understand that obviously the climate creates homelessness, crazy numbers of homelessness, you know what I'm saying? Again, I worked in that. You know what I'm saying? I've been out there at night looking for homeless people. You know what I'm saying? As part of my role and stuff like that. So I understand. But again, what are we actually caring about? You know what I'm saying? Because we're being told we should care about politics. What are we looking at? You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man. I don't know. See, look, Christy said, all right, Labour is to us what the Democrats for America is, basically. A waste. Yeah, that's how I see it. I think both parties are terrible. But I don't feel like we're actually doing anything to kind of better ourselves. You know what I mean? In the entire process. If we feel as though both parties are crap, I feel like if we kind of banded together, made a stand to be like, look, let's create something for ourselves, even if we ain't got the numbers, even if that's not going to make an impact, like Tariq's saying, which we know it won't, right? But the impact, I think, will have a ripple effect where it's like, okay, cool. Why are these guys separated? You know what I'm saying? From the other parties. But yeah. Anyway. What else was I going to say? So yeah, on Thursday, like Tariq said, local elections. Guys in the chat, because I know the answer to guys in the rooms. Who are you guys going to vote for? Are you guys going to put some attention into knowing the policies, knowing why you're voting for whoever you're voting for, who they are? Or is it more so just going to be a red versus blue thing versus green or, you know what I mean, yellow? You know what I mean? But yeah.
Max, can you actually see yourself going out to vote for your local MP?
If like this time around, no. If I was made aware of like policies that was gonna affect me that I thought was good or something like that, then maybe, because it wouldn't hurt me to
Really?
yeah, like if they was gonna do something to work on like the parking in the areas, like something that was their big thing, like the residents, or that there was something that was like something big that could affect me, and I got wind of it, then I might go and try and support it. You get me? Like, why not?
Yeah, I don't see no reason why you wouldn't.
Yeah, I'm not going to say I'm going to go out there and go and source and find out the candidates or whatever, but if I got wind or something, by some way, shape or form, if it came across me, blew across my table or something, and I thought like, that's a good policy there, that's definitely going to affect me, let's see if we can think it, I'll go and vote, because again, it's nothing to vote.
Yeah, do you think more people would vote if you could vote online?
Yeah.
Sometimes I don't feel like this lack of vote thing sometimes always just comes down to lack of interest. Sometimes it just comes down to just, you know, stuff like going to vote physically as opposed to like, you know what I mean? Like having
Again, but it's like what we said in the beginning. People care about all kinds of things. But how much do they care? Not caring enough, because I get where you're coming from. That's cool. Voting online will definitely be easier.
Just imagine there was an app. I could just vote on the app.
Yeah, but if you cared enough, what's the problem with going to your polling station? It's going to be in a little primary school or somewhere local. It's not going to be too far from you in your community.
I hear you, but everyone's got different circumstances where that day they might be busy, they might not have free time. Right?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
And why you can't vote on apps and stuff, because it obviously it could be defrauded and all that kind of stuff, innit? Basically, it's long. Is that the reason?
I don't know the particulars.
They can't police it or whatever. What's the reason for it?
Obviously,
you know, Brent.
No, obviously fraud, cyber. You could doctor a lot of stuff online, innit?
Okay.
I'm guessing, you know, hackers and all that. No.
Yeah, but we do have postal voting, as people are saying in the chat room.
Postal voting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Is that sounds like that can be thing as well. All this stuff's done on ballots and paper. So then what's the postal voting then?
Yeah.
Ain't that like online then? You can do that, he's saying.
Yeah.
So why aren't more people, what, you think people would just be quicker to use the app than post as well?
100%. This is the digital age. Everyone uses their phone for everything. I'm not saying that's the answer. That's the be all and end all. If there was an app or people could vote online, it'll change everything. But I'm just saying.
Would it make you vote? Because you don't even care about politics. So just because there's an app there, why would it, you still don't care? So you're not going to use the app.
All right. First and foremost, right, there's this whole massive notion that I don't care about politics.
Oh no, sorry, I'm not pushing it on you. I've heard you say that out of your own mouth.
I know, but I feel like, let me give context, right? I'm not the type of person who's gonna wake up in the morning and I'm running to the latest political news. It's not something that I particularly care to have conversations about. I don't get excited. When it's a point of discussion, I'm not throwing out all these people's names because I don't know who these people are. So there's a difference between caring about something because it affects you and having a keen interest to where it's something that, it's the same way you might wake up and, check the latest sports news because that's an area of interest for you, right? I understand, like, there's certain things I don't, like Iman was saying, congestion charge, ULEZ, tax, council tax. I care about these things. Mm. I care about these things because they affect me. I'm an adult. It doesn't mean that I care about politics to where I'm going to be excited. Oh, you know what David Lammy said? Or did you watch the House of Commons? I don't care about that. But yes, I care about how shit affects me. So I can go out and vote because this particular party might be having policies that I feel like I can align myself with. It doesn't mean that I have a keen interest in discussing shit. But I still care, obviously, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm trying to say? So, like, I think me saying, like, I don't care about politics, I'd assumed you lot got what I meant by that, which is I don't care to have conversations about politics, but I care about how politics affects me, and I will vote. I would vote, but I don't want to. Don't call me up to talk about politics. I'll bang the phone on you. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Fair play.
You can vote by post as well.
Yeah, that's what they're saying. Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah. Tariq said I should remind the people. Yeah. Sorry, I can't remember. I can't find where it is. But basically, for the first time ever, you need to take your ID with you to vote. So, yeah, guys, you can't just take the card that comes through your letterbox. You need to take your ID as well. So yeah, no more voting for somebody else who can't make it because they're at work. You know what I'm saying?
Are you voting on Thursday?
What am I doing on Thursday? Yeah, might as well. No, I'm joking. Yeah, I will vote, man.
Do you even know the candidates?
I don't, to be honest with you. I don't. No. Last time, I have to big up Miss Tele Lawal. She is she was a councillor in Havering. Okay. Young black Nigerian girl. I think she was like early 20s at the time. I think she's still in her mid-20s, you know what I'm saying? Like, she was serious. Like, actually putting in work for Labour as well, representing them well, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah. In fact, I wanted to come on the show. But, yeah, man, I need to look into it again and actually, yeah, thingy.
Okay.
But, yeah, man. I think that's it. I think we can move on to the headlines.
All right, then. Let's get into our next headlines. Voting UKIP, man.
Is it cool for us when we have the elections, the proper ones, right? Mm-hmm. If we state, first of all, before they start putting out the policies and whatnot, who we're looking to go for, and then when they put the policies out and we sift through it, who we would vote for. I know, I guess legally you're not supposed to be telling people blah blah blah, but can't we do that?
I think we should.
Yeah, good.
I think that would be beautiful.
Well, can't we pick a campaign? Can't we pick a candidate and campaign for them? Independently.
That's what we were doing. I'll be doing that. Don't make it see me.
I think we should.
I might do that at all.
Why legally can't you tell someone who you're voting for?
I
don't think it's legal. I don't think it's an illegal thing.
If a party can campaign to the masses to vote for me, why can't an individual tell someone that I'm voting for Labour?
Yeah, I'm sure you can, because when people are doing campaigning and they're telling you to go and vote for Labour, they're telling you go and vote for Labour, and they're telling you that I'm voting for this person, that I'm going to vote for them, you vote for them. So you must can.
Why is it I guess, taboo. Because even on here before, you lot have acted like it's taboo to state your political stance or who you're aligning yourself with.
I don't know, but I
Or
think
is it just because you just personally don't want everyone to know?
I don't know because I don't feel like that. I see that as more. I didn't realize the political divide was as bad as it was. I don't think it is over here. I see it in like TV and stuff like that. I know like in America. I know like in America it's serious. There's people who won't discuss that kind of thing.
I think it's because
I've seen it ruin friendships. I've seen people who've been brethrens for years, like 3-4 years, and then during that Trump stuff, we'll find out that they vote on the different sides of the aisle and mash up friendships and stuff.
because you try to hide it, I guess, not you, but people, if you align yourself with a unpopular party, I guess. So if you're a Trump supporter,
Yeah, basically.
that's something you want to keep secret.
Yeah,
Basically.
basically something like that. I'm guessing.
Yeah.
But again, I didn't realize. I think it's more of American sentiment. I've never seen people over here that are brethrens that are like falling out or arguing because of their political ties.
Yeah.
I haven't.
Because I don't feel like policies and parties here, it's not rife in overt like racism as is in America, like with Trump, for example.
Yeah.
So aligning yourself with a party over here, I don't think it would cause that type of divide.
You think so? Black people saying, vote for Tories and stuff.
I don't know. You have to have someone else. I don't know.
Well, look how
why-
they talk about Eman in the chat.
You know what I'm saying? And I've never voted Tory. You know what I'm saying?
me,
You're gonna,
particular-
though.
No, but me, particular- I don't know why. I don't know why.
Definitely got to.
I don't know why Tories would be taboo. So you don't have to educate me.
Is it more so? Is it the legacy of racism in the party and stuff?
Okay, I
Yeah,
have no
that's why. Yeah.
Yeah, no. If you align yourself with a racist party, then yeah. But I had no idea the Tories were, seen in that vein.
Yeah.
It's just so small. It's just not. I don't know if that's necessarily true. It's just like saying Labour and Democrats and that. They're just supposed to be seen to be for the people and for the minorities and that. And Republicans and Conservatives are not. But again, that's all smoke. That's not necessarily true. Like, you get what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
But it's all the same shit. Better the devil you know, maybe. I don't know. I don't know.
So, obviously, I am going to be looking at the policies, right?
Yeah.
And I'm going to be deciding based on the policies.
Just as the policies.
Yeah.
Not as the colour of a man's skin or the thing. Just the policies.
No, because as Emmanuel has pointed out, Labour is racist now, also.
Yeah.
Do you understand? And they're trying to kick out black women. I'm not a fan of that.
Okay.
So,
Well,
They're already done in my books.
with the state of the economy, if the policy,
If Labour lead on identity politics, voting Conservatives.
you're gonna want what's gonna benefit you. So if the Conservatives go heavy on the economy and their things looks like it's gonna fix it, then that's what you're gonna lead towards. Then.
yeah.
This area is Labour. I don't think that's going to change. So the Nationals,
We'll see. Is there elections coming up this year?
yes, I can't vote Conservatives because
Next year.
I want them to pay for I want them to pay for Brexit. I want to be honest about Brexit. And if Labour exposes that big time, I might vote for Labour, even if they go with identity politics.
We'll see. It'll be fun to watch it play out. I'll obviously you're gonna keep me abreast of the situation, so I'll get to see all the policies.
I'm
and
going to
that.
keep you. We are going to be. You're going to be coming to tell us what's happening on LBC.
Yeah, that's true. I'll definitely
That's how
log
you're going to
back
be
in.
getting your information.
Yeah, I'll definitely log back in.
But it's going to be very contentious, this election, man.
Yep.
Very contentious. There's
Yeah,
going to be a
for
whole
real.
set of mudslinging and racism involved. Yeah. And I want to see what Boris does. Because I'm thinking they're still looking to squeeze him in before the next election, no?
That'd be crazy. You know?
That would be, but you would be happy about that.
No, it's not. It's not a happy or thingy situation. It's more. It's
You
more
didn't
so.
deny it.
No, do you know what it is? All I care about, honestly, I said this before on the show. All I care about is the person who's going to come in, put in policies that's going to benefit black people. That's literally all I care about. You know what I'm saying? Well, that's the hierarchy. Black people, the lower class. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause this is where we came from. You know what I'm saying? So it matters to me. But I really don't want this. I just don't like this continuation of the handout thingy, because I feel like that just keeps us down. You know what I'm saying? I would prefer the policies that kind of incentivize people to maybe get a property, to get a second property. You know what I'm saying? Start a business, not have to pay as much corporation tax. Certain things that we should be getting into. You know what I'm saying? To really be to really, you know, thrive, having black businesses. These are things that matter. You know what I'm saying? So
But all Labour does, in your opinion, is handouts. How come you've been voting Labour all these years?
this is the problem. This is what I'm trying to say to you. They
You're
don't
saying that you had a
just do. They
sickness.
don't just do handouts. Remember, Labour under Blair was a completely different Labour. You know what I'm saying? Like, again, kind of like what Von was saying. He was a bit more centre. He was a bit more Keynesian. He wasn't more socialist.
He was good.
You know what I'm saying? Like, the economy thrived under Blair.
That was some of our some of our best times, man. We was good on the bear, man. you just hate to. You just always want to.
You know what I'm
Don't
saying?
want to big up Blair because of what he done. You
Yeah,
get
because
me?
of the war.
You
know
don't
what I'm
want to
saying?
tell the truth. I don't understand why people don't want to tell the truth and big up Tony just because of what he done. Because of one little indiscretion.
Just a little one.
You know what I'm saying? One tiny little illegal war.
Clip, clip.
But yeah, man, all that matters to me is the policies, but not just the policies, the likelihood that they can be implemented. Don't just tell me you can do all types of stuff. You know
That's
what
the
I'm saying?
truth as well.
That's what Boris did, and everybody was fine with it.
That's those people. They need to think. People need to think. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on now. Like, again, I don't want to slander Corbyn, but Corbyn was talking about, I want to get rid of university fees, and like, who's going to pay for that? You know what I'm saying? Like, how can these things be implemented? And what's the effect going to be on the economy and everybody at large? You know what I'm saying? So, again, we're going to dissect it, though. We're going to dissect it. But yeah, let me get into the headline. Don't press the button, but we're already in headlines.
Yeah.
All right, cool. First thing I want to talk about is Harry Belafonte, man, the legend. He's passed away, man. He passed away. The singer and actor who smashed the racial barriers in the US has died at his home in Manhattan, aged 96.
Do you know that he stopped acting for years? And years and years and years because he weren't happy with the roles that he was getting in
See what I'm
that.
saying?
And then was it Sidney Poitier was just cooking them
Yeah.
times there.
Yeah.
There's a documentary of thing. It's called Black. Sorry, let me Google. It's good. You should watch it. It's about film. It's about black people in film and movies and how they was and how they've been represented in film from the beginning, from the racist days to then the exploitation stuff in the 70s and going up, all of that kind of stuff. It's about it's good. You'd enjoy it. Sorry, let me find it for you. I'll tell you.
All right. Yeah, man. One of the most successful African-American pop stars in history. He scored hits with Island in the Sun, Mary's Boy Child, and the UK #1, Day-O, the Banana Boat song. But his greatest achievements were as a campaigner for black civil rights in the US. Legendary guy, man. I believe it was him that Martin Luther King was having a conversation with when he said, I'm feeling melancholy. And he said, I feel as though I'm leading my people into a burning house. Belafonte was right there, talking to Martin Luther King. Legendary guy, man. He died of congestive heart failure, but his wife, Pamela, was by his side the whole time. Oprah Winfrey was among the first to pay tribute, remembering Belafonte as a trailblazer and a hero to us all. Thank you for your music, she said, your artistry, your activism, your fight for civil rights and justice. Your being here on earth has blessed us all. Powerful. So yeah, man, rest in peace to the great Harry Belafonte. Next headline. A report has found that the UK government is helping to fund the work of a homophobic religious organisation in Uganda, whose leaders have backed a proposed law that would make identifying as gay a criminal offence. You hearing this, guys? The UK government, I'm going to say it again, is helping to fund the work of a homophobic religious organisation in Uganda, whose leaders have backed a proposed law that would make identifying as gay a criminal offence. That's what they're doing in Uganda. But over here, they're doing the opposite.
I said if you identify.
Can you imagine? You know what I'm saying?
It's called Is That Black Enough For You? Sorry, guys. The documentary. It's called Is That Black Enough For You?
All right, cool. Check
Good,
it out.
should watch it.
Yeah, man. Analysing official data given to the International Aid Transparency Initiative, the report by the Institute for Journalism and Social Change found that a staggering number of connections between anti-LGBTQ plus organisations in Uganda and international aid donors, including the UK. According to the same initiative, the International Aid Transparency Initiative, so the Interreligious Council of Uganda, an interfaith body, is a direct recipient of UK aid money in its capacity as implementing partner of a program that aims to deliver the Foreign Office's ambition for an open society in Uganda. In February, Members of the IRCU, the Interreligious Council of Uganda, including the Church of Uganda and several evangelical churches, signed a statement expressing a great concern over the growing spread of homosexuality in Uganda and the effect of the LGBTQ plus agenda on the well-being of children. 2 weeks later, the Anti-Homosexuality Bill 2023 was introduced into Parliament in an effort to broaden the country's anti-gay legislation, and last month it was passed by the Ugandan Parliament with 387 out of 389 MPs voting in favour. And the last headline, this is somewhat what we spoke about a couple of days ago, about, the value of an apology and stuff, man. And Portugal's president heard us. He's come out and he said his country should apologise and take responsibility for its role in the transatlantic slave trade. The first time a leader of the southern European nation has suggested such a national apology. It's the first time ever. From the 15th to the 19th century, 6 million Africans were kidnapped and forcibly transported across the Atlantic by Portuguese vessels and sold into slavery, primarily to Brazil. That number is wrong. It's not 6 million, but we won't go into that. But so far, Portugal has rarely commented on its past, and little is taught about its role in slavery in schools. Rather, the country's colonial era, which subjugated countries including Angola, Mozambique, Brazil, Cape Verde, and East Timor, as well as parts of India, is often perceived as a source of pride. You hearing this? As a source of pride by most Portuguese. Speaking on Tuesday at Portugal's annual commemoration of the 1974 Carnation Revolution, which toppled the country's dictatorship, the president said the country should go beyond just an apology, though he did not offer up any sorry, that's my own words. He didn't offer up any specifics. He said, apologizing is sometimes the easiest thing to do. You apologize, you turn your back, and the job is done. But he also added that the country should assume responsibility for its past to build a better future. And that's it for the headlines.
All right, let's get into what's our next segment? Shit.
People's Journal.
It's not wellness. Nothing. Yeah, People's Journal. That's what it is. Let's go.
Welcome to the People's Journal, where I give you the news from an economics point of view. First thing I want to talk about is pretty much, did you guys phones go off on Sunday?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Were you guys expecting it?
Brother, we reported it.
No, because when it happened, I was like, oh, what's this? And then I saw the message and I was like, oh, yes, of course.
I was hoping, I tried to mute my TV. I was hoping it was going to, because it's every phone in the world at the same time. I was hoping it was going to be so loud.
Yeah.
Like, I would, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, in the street and everything.
But it wasn't ringing off like that, really. Or maybe my one was too loud for me to hear anybody else's or something. I tried to mute the TV to see if the streets was going brazy. Did it go brazy for you?
No, I was just in my house by myself. I just heard it and turned it off.
But even so, it's like everybody in the surrounding area, didn't you hear, wasn't it ringing out? Like,
But you know what the thing is, remember, it's just your phone, isn't it? Like, you could go into another room and maybe not even hear it. So imagine other houses.
Yeah, but it's everyone's phone at the same time. I don't know. I was stupid for expecting that.
If you were out in a public place, like if
Yeah, in a restaurant or something.
in a restaurant, cinema, but if you live by yourself, innit? You're at home by yourself. So you're gonna hear your phone. That's it.
Yeah, but when they was clapping for the NHS, I heard it.
That's collective clapping by a lot of
It's
people.
collective ringing by bare people.
Do you hear your neighbours' phones when they ring?
No. But if they all rang at the exact same time, I think I'll be like, yo, what's that?
No, I think you're expecting too much.
I was. All right, cool.
Well, the government also was expecting too much because not every phone got the alert. So basically, the Cabinet Office estimated 80% of eligible phones received it. 4 in 5. So 1 in 5 people obviously didn't get it. But the government has said that is a success. It's marked the first nationwide test of a new system to warn people about dangerous situations, such as floods or terror attacks. I remember some
They are
people
pretending.
asking,
Nothing ain't never happened in this country that they needed to tell everybody at the same time. Yeah, nothing. Not once. This whole time I've been here. Nothing. They ain't never needed to tell everybody everything. Like, maybe a few people, but not all of us. There's what message that we all need in this England. Allow it.
Everyone says that films kind of give us like indications of what's going to happen in the future, right?
Yeah.
What if aliens are coming soon, man? You never know. Or asteroid or something.
They're already here.
There you go. That's what I'm saying. I met a few as well.
Aliens.
Yeah, man.
Keep joking.
The next thing I want to talk about is the ex-SNP treasurer says he was aware of motorhome. So he has clarified when he found out that the party has bought a luxury motorhome. Yeah, remember there's a lot of stuff going on within the SNP, the treasury, the handling of the finances and things of that nature, right? So everyone is getting thrown under the bus and being questioned, basically right now. So Colin Beattie, who is the SNP's former treasurer, who was in the role for like nearly 20 years, he was asked by journalists whether he knew about and even signed off for the purchase of this luxury motorhome. Yeah, I don't know why the S&P is buying motorhomes, but anyway, he said, no, I didn't know about it. Later though, he later said, although he did not know about the transaction at the time of the purchase, he found out about it in 2021 in the annual accounts and stuff like this, isn't it? But obviously, like I said, because of all the controversy and whatnot, he has quit as the treasurer the day after he was arrested by police as part of the ongoing investigation into their finances and things of that nature. So yeah, that's just a little update on that. Also, not sure if you guys heard about the British American Tobacco company. British American Tobacco is basically going to be paying $635 million plus interest to US authorities after a subsidiary admitted selling cigarettes to North Korea in violation of sanctions. So these people was trying to do some backdoor.
How much did they? Oh, I need the numbers. I wonder if it was worth it. Are they still up?
I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure. There's no real indication about how much they profited from it, but they're just trying to say as a fine, $635 million plus interest they're going to be paying. Yeah, the U.S. authorities said that the settlement was related to British American Tobacco, the activity in North Korea between the years 2007 and 2017. Obviously, the head of the company's come out and basically said, we deeply regret the misconduct. I don't even understand how you can say you just regret the misconduct. But yeah, that's the situation with them. Also, like I said earlier, which Tariq said also, what prompted me, the ID thing, right? You guys need your ID to vote. Apparently, 4% of voters without voter ID can apply through this scheme. Basically, the elections will be the first time all voters in England must show their photo ID. But some 85,000 people have applied online for a free voter authority certificate ahead of the deadline. So, guys, you can vote for this. So you can apply online for a free voter authority certificate ahead of this the deadline for basically. So the government said that most people obviously just accepted, are just going to use their ID and things of that nature. But for those that maybe don't have it or whatever, like people are saying in the chat, you'd be surprised how many white people or just regular people don't have passports.
There's bare people who don't have no ID whatsoever.
Nothing at all. You know what I'm saying? So, again.
Like, they just don't own none. None that's like, that's legit, if that makes sense. They might have like a face card, like a card with their face and their name on it, but it's not recognized proper ID. You know what I'm trying to say? That if you ain't got no license, no passport, what else do they use? What else is recognized?
I think that's it.
That's the main.
That's it. Those are the main two.
Passport and driving license. Yeah.
There's bare people who ain't never been on holiday and can't drive a one or else.
Yeah. It's true.
Screwed.
It's true. But yeah, man. Like I was saying, guys, there's a free alternative. The voter authority certificate. You can apply for that. The deadline to apply, to get that certificate, is the 4th of May, 1700. So 5 p.m. in the evening on the 4th of May. That's the deadline. So guys, get that sorted. And the last thing I want to talk about is basically the unfortunate record number of people that are relying on food donations, man. So more food parcels than ever before, right? Than ever before were being handed out in the past year by the UK's largest food bank provider. The Trussell Trust said that almost 3 million had been distributed. So 37% more than the previous year. You know what I'm saying? And of that 3 million, 1.1 million of them was provided for children. So yeah, man, it was crazy. They apparently said on average in December, they gave out a food parcel every 8 seconds.
I don't know why people don't just buy chicken wings.
You need a balanced diet.
What?
You need a balanced diet.
Bro, you can get about 600 chicken wings for £2 in the butchers, like right now.
But where's the balance though, innit?
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Like 600, bro. £2, like right now, in any butchers.
Entertainment guy, it's not 600.
Okay, it's not 600 yeah, but it's bare of them, bro. Like it's bare. It's more
Yeah, it's
wings than you could possibly need. Couple of quid,
Not for £2.
huh?
Not for £2.
I wish I had the bag. I could show you that I paid £2.16 for the wing. I wish I could show you the bag of wings that I got that I paid £2.16 for. There's easily over 40 wings in there.
40 wings for £2.
Less than, brother. The wings are cheap. I go to the butchers. Wings are cheap. It's like wings are cheap. I didn't realize they're so cheap. Like they're cheap.
40 wings for £2.
Okay, you don't believe me. I don't even know how many. I don't know what kind of numbers we're working with. I have to go. I'm gonna go and defrost them and
I need to know because I will be at your butcher's.
I'm gonna go.
40 wings for £2.
I'm gonna go and defrost the bag that I've got left. Yeah, and let you know how many is in them. And out of that bag, I already used 15 or 20 wings. Yeah, and I'll tell you how many I've
Where
got
is
left.
it? Is it near your?
In my yard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So listen carefully. This is why you get yourself into trouble. If it is what you're saying, I'm going to be giving you a direct debit every single month. Right? Each time you come here, you're bringing wings for me.
All right. I need to go and check to see what the
No,
official
you don't
numbers
need
are.
to go and check now because you.
No,
it's
because
signed with 600.
I might have inflated whatever they
You
are.
might have.
No,
The thing is, what you how many times does he inflate stuff?
me.
Yeah, you exaggerate all the time. So you
But I'm
want
serious now.
you 100% didn't get 40 wing for £2.16.
It might have been 40, bro. I'm not joking.
It might have been. Or
I
it
might
was.
have 30 left in the freezer now. I've used bare of them.
Even if you say 20,
You're
I
exaggerating.
am telling you,
Okay,
you're my new wingman.
Okay,
You're my new
It's
wingman.
100% 20. It's 100% 20.
You're my new wingman.
100% 20.
Wait. 20 left or 20 altogether?
No, it's a least number that you can take. You'll definitely get your 20 for £2.
How have you halved it now?
I'm just saying, just to cover my own back. For the £2, you'll definitely
I
get
don't mind that
20.
you lied to me. I don't mind that you lied to me.
That's
But
gone from 40
if
to
it's 20
definitely 20.
for £2, you're my new wingman.
It will definitely be 20.
You're my new wingman.
All right, cool. Well, I'll get you wings. You know the wickedest thing? I'm just gonna go and I'm just gonna ball out for you. I'm gonna go and spend a £5 and bring you some wings, and you'll see how much wings you
This
got
could
in
be
there.
a business for you. You
All
don't
right,
want to
cool.
understand. Do you know
All
how
right,
much I'm
cool.
paying for it in bloody Sainsbury's?
Yeah, no, don't do that no
You
more.
can't go to the
350.
supermarket.
No, don't do that no more. Don't do that no more.
And I'm getting maybe 6 or 7.
No, don't do that.
Like-
Don't do that. Don't do that. Spend that 350 in my butchers and watch what
I
you do.
just told you I'm doing that.
You'll feed the masses. You'll be like Jesus. All right. People think I'm joking. Can anybody confirm or deny these things? I don't know if it's just my butchers or what, but wings are cheap, like dirt cheap, bro. Okay.
I'm serious.
This
40.
is this is not for entertainment purposes, guys. So go out and find your cauliflower wings right there.
I'm gonna go and take a picture of a bag that I got in my free thing now. Yeah, it's airtight.
Are these
it's sealed,
decent size?
Yeah.
Does it come with a little kickback as well?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, proper wings. I'm gonna take a picture of the bag and show you. And out of that bag, I took 15 wings out of them already, and I did not pay more than £2.10 or something like this. Yeah, for these wings. I'll show you what I've got left, and use your imagination from what I've used already. Yeah, it's a lot
Is this,
of
is
wings.
this the first time you bought that?
Nah, but every time I was saying to the man the other day, every time I come in here and I do this, I pretend like this is the first time I do. Every time I get these, I'm surprised by the price. Like I can't believe it. But it's right. You need a balanced diet. I'm gonna do is eat wings every day.
Well, Salah's in the chat saying you don't need a balanced diet.
See, there you go.
You know what I'm
Then
saying?
Yeah, but we know that's what his message is.
Yeah, man. Get your wings, man. Get 6-pack and be 6
your
foot.
butchers is boying you, man. Because I'm telling you, man. Man said I'm eating horse wings. All right, cool. These are damn bad. And then plus, you got to remember, I live in like a middle class area, predominantly white people, so they're probably getting looked after. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah,
Like they're probably
exactly.
getting looked after. Like I'm not in the mud, so I don't know what's going on. But I will prove it for you, sir. And if Brent wants wings, I will go and get him wings
Yes.
Where's your butcher's anyway?
near my yard,
No, but where? Like, is it?
Man's a name, man.
right near my house. You get me? Right near my house.
Hold on, you're talking about billions getting market, are you?
No.
Like a fucking wholesaler.
No, my normal little butcher. Ah, man, you know what? I'm gonna have to prove it because I can see what's happening here.
But yeah, man. That's it for the People's Journal.
Was that People's Journal?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
I thought you were doing headlines.
Now we're going to go into it now.
All right, let's get back into more headlines.
All right, so today, what did you say, man?
I said he made my day. I'm excited.
Okay, because you said there now, I said today. Anyway, so I'm not too sure if this is a trigger warning for those who believe that we've been to the moon. But basically, a Japanese company hoping to carry out a rare private moon landing says it's likely its lunar lander crashed on the surface. Communication was lost with Hakuto R moments before it was due to touch down at approximately 4:40 p.m. on Tuesday. Engineers are investigating what happened. The Tokyo-based iSpace had hoped that the lander would release an exploratory rover as well as a tennis ball-sized robot developed by the toy maker. The craft was launched by a SpaceX rocket in December, and it took 5 months to reach its destination. So it got to the moon, though. You know what I'm saying? So the iSpace CEO, Takeshi Hakamada, he said about 25 minutes after the planned landing, we have not confirmed communication with the lander. He also said, we have to assume that we could not complete the landing on the lunar surface. Mr. Hakamada later said that despite not expecting to complete the mission, the company had fully accomplished the significance of this mission, having acquired a great deal of data and experience by being able to execute the landing phase. So well done to them, man. What happened, bro? What happened?
I'm reading this chat.
What happened?
Man said it's probably the pigeon from behind the shop.
Imagine.
I'm gonna show you that, man. I'm gonna show you that, man. I'm gonna send a picture in of the amount of wings that I've got in my fridge now.
Oh man!
And it's mad, yeah, because I've got it pissed me off, yeah. I've got like a normal thing, like say for like from Tesco's, like what Brent's talking about, like of wings. I don't know how many's in them.
pack, yeah, like maybe 8 or something.
8 or something like that.
Yeah.
Cost me like £3 or £4 or whatever it cost me, and they're in my freezer, yeah. And I wanted things, and I couldn't be bothered to go and defrost them, yeah.
Yeah.
So then I went to the butchers and I bought them, yeah. And I only wanted a few, yeah. And it was very rare. He had the whole thing. I was like, the pack, and I said, "How much is that whole pack?" And he weighed it up, and he was like, "Oh, £2." I was like, "What?" I was like, "Just give me the whole thing," yeah. And I just took it. So now in my freezer, I've got all them wings, yeah, that I paid basically £1 for, right next to the package ones from the supermarket that I paid bare money for, and it's not even a thing. The wings are cheap, and regardless of whatever I've exaggerated the number, it is a ridiculous amount of wings, for the amount of money you're paying. Like, it's sensational. And I thought all butchers was like that. 'Cause I don't understand why my butcher's any special. They're not horse wings. They're normal chicken wings. You get me? I don't know.
Personally, I feel like you got like maybe 15 total.
Huh?
I feel like you got like 15 total.
50?
15 total.
I've used 15 from the bag I've got in my freezer.
I don't believe you.
What do you mean you don't believe me?
I don't believe you.
Why would I? Well, so now you just question my character. What? I'm just lying now.
But you've been lying.
What? Why would I lie about
It's
eating
not
chicken
difficult
wings?
for him
Why
to get to that stage where
why
he
do you feel
doesn't
like
believe you.
I'm gonna like wings is not this wings isn't where I'm gonna be like, you know what, Marks is a truthful guy.
No, but I don't understand.
wings is something you can definitely lie about. It's not important.
Yeah, but I don't understand.
He's prepared to bring it in, though.
No, but like, if I'm gonna lie, it's gotta be like, it's gotta be worth
No,
it.
I don't
innit?
think you're
Like,
lying.
with chicken wings.
I feel like you're exaggerating because remember you started off at 40, then you halved it to 20, and then
Well, no, because I started off
Then you
at
gave the Vim for
600.
20.
Yeah, I started off at 600. Yeah, so obviously I'm just chatting shit.
Yeah, obviously,
so I'm
600
trying to
is
say
fair.
it's a lot of wings, isn't it?
Yeah.
Then I'm using my mind trying to think back to what I'm saying. Yeah, I'm thinking about it is about 30, 40 wings. Yeah, all right, cool. Then he threw a number out. Yeah, he threw a number out that I can guarantee. So I'm not like covering. I'm just saying yes. Then just take that then, because I can guarantee the number that he threw out.
When you made the 15 wings, how much wings did you eat at a time?
I waxed them back. I don't think I had them or anything. I think I just made wings. I finished them in one sitting.
Okay, I'm just wondering how come you knew it was 15. Do you always count?
I took it right. I took out about. Yeah, I think about how many I would want because I know how much I can eat. I can't take out like less than 10 because I'll just eat it in 2
So
seconds.
how much did you eat? Did you eat all 15? Did you eat like what 10? Like,
I don't know. I've murdered them. They just finished. Whatever happened, they was finished.
no, 'cause I'm trying to figure out. Obviously, you remember that you took out 15. So I'm thinking, do you remember how much you ate?
Okay, maybe it was 12. Maybe it was 16. I don't know. That was a rough guesstimate. But come on,
How do you prepare them?
in my air fryer.
Okay. Oh, so how many times did you put in it?
Yeah, because I don't
do you
think can you fit 15 wings
No,
in
you
an air
can't.
fryer?
You can't.
Who can't fit 15 wings in my air fryer?
Shizzle. These are little baby wings.
Who can't fit 15 wings in my air fryer?
Wait, have you got the Ninja?
Who can't fit 15 wings in my air fryer?
I am now talking to you because I have an air fryer. Which one do you have? The circular one? The cylindrical one?
No.
Or the XL?
I got a wide one.
Ninja XL, yeah?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Did you use the grill or did you use the fryer?
I chop them in bits, yeah.
So-
So they're in little things like you get them, yeah. So it's in flats and legs, yeah. And I've got them. They're
So
not.
they're
Oh, so you didn't eat 15?
30 was at 30 then.
You didn't eat 15?
30.
Why? It's 15 wings.
No,
No,
you didn't.
15 wings once you slit them, or 15 wings when they're
You
whole?
ate 7.5 wings.
No.
You said you chopped them and you separated from
wait,
drumstick
wait.
to. Oh.
Wait, did you cut 15 into 2, so there's 30 altogether?
Okay, yeah then.
So you put 30
No,
in the
he
air
didn't
fryer.
put 30. He
Yeah.
put 7.5.
No, it's not 7.5.
Listen
I'm not
carefully. I have
counting
the
each-
same thing as you.
I'm not counting each individual bit as a. I'm counting the whole, the drum and the thing
Then
as
it must
one wing.
be small. You cut off a little tip, right?
Yeah.
Right? And it was just the thing. Did you cut that in half?
What do you mean?
Listen carefully. With the wing, you have 3 parts, right?
Yeah, you got the little
cut off the little tip.
tail bit.
Yeah.
Did you cut it also to separate the drum from the other bit?
Yeah.
And then, was it 15 of those little pieces that you put in the thing? Was
No,
it
more.
30?
Would have been 30 then, because I had 30,
You
15
are
wings.
Like, you're sitting there
I had 15
and
wings.
You're calculating.
had-
You was 7.5 wings that you ate.
It wasn't 7.5.
But it doesn't even matter. It doesn't even. Even if you took
you're being
7.5, that's
rebel,
cool.
It was 10 then.
You said you have 10.
And you're wondering why I'm questioning you.
I was about to come out and start defending you,
You're not
man.
questioning you.
It's
I'm
gone
saying
down
that
to
it was
10.
7.5. It was 10 then, because it was more. I've never had 15 of them little bits. I had more of them.
so-
I'm counting one wing. When I chop it in half, forget that. I'm counting one wing, the flat bit and the thing together as one wing.
The other thing happened. I think you've gone to the butcher's and you've bought the full wing, right?
Yeah.
And you've cut it in half, and you're counting that as a number you're giving us.
No, I know the wings both bits. I'm not the wings both bits.
You know, so
One wing
So-
is both bits.
you're saying that you got 40 whole wings. You cut them in half. Now you got 80,
Yeah.
right? I don't think that's the case. I think you're probably giving the wings cut in half. I think you're giving the wings in flats and drums, and that's in your mind. That's conflated it. So if, for example, let's say that the man had 20 wings, 20 whole wings, he's giving them to you cut in half. So now in your mind, you've got 40 wings in this bag, but you've only got 20. That's what's happening in your mind.
All right then. So this is.
Don't
one-
say alright. Do not say right because you are a flipping chef.
All right then.
You
One second.
also
I said-
said
one
you
second.
cut it in half before
One
you put it in
second.
the air
One
fryer.
second.
Do not say alright.
One second. I said, all right then. I had enough, yeah. No, 1 second. I've had enough, yeah, about talking about wings, yeah. I'm gonna leave here and I'm gonna drive to the butcher's, yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna tell them I want £5 worth of wings or as much wings. If you ain't got £5
Make a
worth, give me
video.
as much as you can, yeah.
Make a video.
I'm gonna make a video,
I
yeah.
want £2.
And I'm gonna.
You started with saying £2.
No, I'm just gonna. Okay, do you want me to do £2 worth? I'm
Yes.
gonna show you how much wings I can get for a £5. I'll ball out on you.
No,
I'm
no,
gonna
no,
show you
no,
what this
no,
bag.
no,
I'm gonna take
don't do a
pictures
fiver,
and videos.
Don't do a £5. Do the £2 you mentioned
Do
before.
£2.
Yeah.
Do £2, yeah.
Do £2.
Just
I'm
£2.
gonna go. I'm leaving. I'm gonna leave here. I'm gonna go to the butchers. I'm gonna ask them, can I get £2 worth of wings, please?
Yeah.
And I'm gonna show you this bag, and it's gonna put everything to rest.
Please.
Is this going to be on camera?
I'm waiting.
Yeah,
no, he's
I'm gonna send it to you. I'm gonna do
it.
it. You can send it. You can put it in the community. You can put it everywhere. You can clip it up. You can put it on the. You can do everything you want with it. Yeah, but you'll see. And then that's it then, because there's nothing else I can do. Anything I say just sounds crazy. I'm just gonna leave here and go and get £2 worth of wings
And I also
show
want
lot.
you to show me
And
what's
if
in
you
the fridge.
if you ain't impressed, yeah, by the amount of wings you get for £2, then I don't know. I'm gonna start coming to you for wings.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm excited for this.
All right, cool. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go and do
Wait.
it because that's talk is cheap. I just
need
have to
you
show you.
understand that there was a spate of maybe 6 months where I just had wings in my air fryer, right? And there's no way I can fit 15 wings on that particular plate. Impossible.
If you put them all on top of each other and like you're trying
On
to get
top
space,
of what? You said you put it in the air fryer. What do you mean? That's not how you cook. That's not how you cook in the air fryer.
that's how you can. You
No,
can.
you need to have. Anyway, I'm not even doing
You can't
it.
do that. You can't tell me you can't do that because
Okay.
I've done it. But regardless, yeah, I'm gonna leave it. I'm just gonna go straight there, and hopefully they got the wings. Because I don't know, everybody loves the wings. Sometimes I go there, and they ain't got none. They ain't got none. It's like everybody just took them.
'Cause
Like
if you-
it's like a scramble for the wings.
Evidently, 40 for £2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. No, if
And I'll show you what I got in my fridge. I'll show. It's vacuum sealed, but you probably get an idea of how big this bag is. And
It's
I'm
not
telling you,
vacuum sealed. You've opened it already.
no, I bought it in the shop. Yeah, and I said actually take them 10 out for me because I knew I was gonna put that bag in the in the in the freezer.
What
And then
the hell?
he's sealed up the rest. So I've got them separate. I've took the ones I'm going to use now, and then I sealed up the other ones I'm going to go and put in the freezer. What's wrong with that? I bought bare
You
wings.
said, and I flipping quote, I took out 15
Yeah.
and I put the rest in my deep freeze.
yeah,
What do you mean? What?
You said
You dirty liar.
You said initially that you took out
don't have to be
15
doing this.
from the pack and
Yeah.
put the rest back in. But now
What
you're
is
saying
wrong with
there
you?
was separate. There was a one sealed pack and an open pack.
Me taking out the 15 is taking out the 15. I bought the wings. They're all my wings. I don't understand what we're saying there.
Wait. Okay, I think I know.
I don't understand what we're saying there.
So basically, you went home with 2 bags.
Yeah.
Okay, so one was already.
No. That's what he's saying now.
Yeah.
He's now saying that because he wants to continue his lie.
No. I don't
In the initial state, you didn't say that.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't understand
Maybe
what
you
we're
want.
saying.
What is wrong with you?
I swear on everybody in this room's life, the may you die now, drop dead now. All of yous are. If I'm lying about fucking chicken wings, what the fuck are you talking about? I went to the bushes, bro. I went to the bushes, yeah. I got all them chicken wings there, and there was so many, yeah. He's gonna put them all in one bag, yeah. I know I'm only gonna use them lot, so I told him take out them ones that I'm gonna use now and give them to me in a separate bag because he's gonna seal them for me. You get me? The other ones, you seal them. I've gone home with 2 bags. The ones that's sealed, I've put in my fridge. The ones that's loose there, I've used and cooked. What are you fucking talking about? I don't understand what you're talking about.
See,
What are we talking
I
about?
can understand it.
I'm already on the edge, bruv. Don't push me. Fucking hell, man.
No, what are we talking about? I don't understand. I proper don't understand. Chicken wings. Chicken wings. No, I don't get it. So I'm lying. I never done that.
I'll show you how you're lying. Don't
Okay.
worry, I'm gonna clip all this up.
Okay, that's fine.
The thing
You
is-
to
the thing
suggest
is-
that you didn't say in the beginning you took out 15 and you put the rest in your deep freeze is crazy to me.
That's
know
not-
what you
that's
said,
the same thing, though. To me, that's the same thing. I split them, bro.
So-
I went home and I put the
So
bag straight in the
jump into this,
freezer.
Emmanuel. You're saying whatever he's saying is the same thing?
No, because I get what you said. I don't see any like conflict.
Okay. all
He's
right.
basically just said, right? I'm just going to repeat what he just said.
No, but you know what it is? At every turn, you just add something else.
Okay,
The story
fine, but you
changes.
because
So
you are
it's-
looking
it's-
because
so
you
it's-
don't believe me anyway. So forget
You
everything.
started with
It's not-
600.
It's
Okay,
not-
so thank you for believing 600, Brent.
But
That's cool.
ain't-
What I'm trying to say is, yeah, we can stop all of this, yeah.
It's not about you
I'm gonna
lying.
no, it's fine because once I go and show you, yeah, then you'll see that all this was for no reason. So we can just move on with whatever we're doing with, and I'm gonna leave here and just for this, go straight to the butchers and show you. I will also go upstairs into my house and show you what's in my freezer as well.
All right, so tell me something. You gave him £2.16.
Something stupid like that.
Initially,
Well,
you said that.
Yeah,
£2
yeah,
something,
yeah,
whatever,
yeah.
right?
something like that. Yeah.
So in that particular transaction, even though you separated the bags,
Yeah.
this is what he gave you?
What do you mean?
When you initially said, I got £2.16 for 400 or 600 wings,
Yeah.
it was all in your head saying, all right, cool, I took out a little bit there and I realized I vacuum packed that, right?
Yeah.
So the vacuum packed is he vacuum packed it. It wasn't a bag that he basically has there for a £2 something or the other.
No, it was a big bag.
It's when he said, no, I'm not saying it wasn't a big bag. It wasn't bags that he's selling. It's ones that you say I want this amount and then he vacuum packs it. He has a vacuum packer in the butchers.
I asked for
He
wings.
has a vacuum packer in butchers.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, they got to see the thing.
You
in the butchers.
guess.
What do you mean? Yes, he sold it in the butchers. I don't understand.
So he sealed it in front of you.
Yeah. I watched him seal it in front of me.
To be honest, your butchers might have a vacuum packer.
I don't understand what we're doing here.
Because I've
Listen,
never
I-
basically
one second,
seen a
stop.
butcher
Let me tell you-
vacuum pack.
let me tell you what-
Some chicken wings.
Let me tell you what happened.
what?
Yeah,
That is
stop,
very true, you know.
Stop.
is true.
Let me tell you what happened. Yeah, I asked him.
But Emmanuel
I said,
has.
I said, "Have you got wings?" Yeah. He looked in the front with the fingers in the thing. He said, "1 second." He went to the back into the freezer. He came out with a big bag of wings.
100%.
He came out with a big bag of wings. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So then he's like, "How many do you want?" Yeah. And I realized they're cheap. Yeah. I said, "How much is that bag?" He put it on the thing. Yeah. And he said, "It's £2 something." I said, "What?"
The entire bag, yes?
The entire bag,
Lovely.
£2 something. I said, "What?" Give me the whole thing. He's like, "All right, cool." Boom, 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 boom. He's like, "Oh yeah, I'll seal it up for you." Boom, boom, boom. I said, "No, take this much
Seal what
out.
up? He's giving you a sealed bag. And
It's
you
not
said you
sealed.
want-
It's open. It's open. It's an open bag.
What did you just say?
The bag's open. It's not sealed. It's an open bag. The bag of wings that he came out was not sealed.
Yeah, no, that's fine. The bag that he got from the freezer
It's not sealed.
was already opened.
It's an open bag.
That doesn't make any... All right, cool.
It
Continue.
don't need to make sense to
Continue.
you. It don't need to make sense to you. I'm telling you what happened. Yeah? It's an open bag. Okay? Have you seen the machines, yeah, where it's like it's thick plastic, yeah, and then you can put it out and it's got the cutter thing, then you cut it, and then you run the thing over it, and it seals it,
yeah.
and then they drew all the air out of it. They done all of that in front of me. Yeah? I don't know what you want from me. I don't know what you want. I don't know what you want me to tell you.
I experienced that actually in Waitrose the other day.
Yeah, cool. But I don't know what you want to tell me. That's what they done. The wings bag that came out was open. He put it all on. I said, "I'll take the whole thing." He said, "All right, cool." He's gonna seal it up for me. I said, "Okay, cool. Before you seal it up for me, take out that and then seal it." So that's why I've gone home with 2 bags. This is the same process. This is all the same thing that I've told you from the beginning. I don't understand. I don't get what the problem is.
The problem is that we think you're exaggerating the numbers. That's it.
So when you go home, you're going to take a picture of the vacuum sealed bag.
Yeah.
Not opened.
Yeah.
Beautiful. I would like to see that.
Okay, fine. Frozen in my thing. Frozen. Still, you'll see it's
Frozen and
vacuum
sealed.
back.
Yeah.
Okay, so once you get that, once I show you that, we're back on track. You can trust me talking.
No. The important thing is go to the butchers and say, boss man, I need £2 worth of wings. Film him counting the wings. I want to see how
He's not going
many.
to count the wings. He's going to bring that bag out.
No. Count the wings. I want to know how many wings you're getting for £2. That's it.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
It ain't about the. You know what I mean? How many wings are you getting for £2?
Yeah, it'll be in the bag that he brings out.
Yeah, and that's all right because I get where you're coming from, but
Yeah.
to please him, I just have to hit 20, and I think I'll do that easy.
You don't know. I'm impressed for 20 wings for £2 for sure.
Okay, cool then.
Yeah.
We'll
And
be
he's
fine.
saying it's 27 and a half.
Yeah, I think it's more than that because it's just a lot of wings. It's just so many wings.
You're gonna be my guy coming in here from now on, to be honest.
All right, cool. But I'm gonna do it. Everybody, you look in the chat. We'll send it in the community. We'll put the videos in there. I'm gonna go and I'm gonna do this.
Is it hairy as well?
No, man, they're all right, man.
Yeah?
Yeah, they're all right. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna show you that now because I don't understand why we've gone and spoke about wings for 30 minutes.
I just wanted a clip, but you've made my flipping year now. You've made my year. Because if it's legit, again, even if it's flipping 15,
Easy.
Yeah, no, same. If it's legit, I'm coming to your butcher.
100%. Not coming. No, you don't what? Like, do the footwork. Legwork.
Make me do it.
You're coming here anyway.
I'll pull up with wings every day, bro. Like every day.
Because I'm like you. I'm going to Tesco's and buying the fucking.
Yeah, you shouldn't do that no more. You shouldn't do that. Nobody should do that. No one should do that. It's ridiculous.
But didn't you guys back in the day go butchers though?
See, understand.
I did,
I
but
went
changed.
all the time. But what I was getting was maybe 3 or 4 more than what Tesco or Sainsbury's was giving me.
so it
And
was,
obviously, when the price hike went up, it went crazy, right? And then even the wings, they were giving me less in Sainsbury's, right? So I'm hearing now they haven't been hit by cost of living. In fact, they've ramped up what they're giving the consumers. I'm there.
Boy, unless things change, unless the price, well, then again, it would have because they was moaning about the salt beef yesterday. But anyway, unless the price has gone up 200% in the matter of 7 days, then it should still be fine.
It's not because you're used to buying it from there, as you said.
Yeah, I bought them
And
last
it hasn't
week.
changed yet.
I bought them last week.
No, you said you're used to buying it there. Every time you go there, it's always gone. That's what you said.
Yeah, they're always cheap. Yes, and I'm saying the last pack I bought was last week and it was cheap. So I'm saying unless something's changed in the last 7 days,
it's going to change,
then they're going to be cheap then.
Because you normally buy it for that price, right?
Yeah. I don't understand what you're saying.
Do you normally buy it for that price?
They're cheap. They're always cheap. I don't understand. What are you fishing at? What are you trying to say? Tell me what you're trying to say.
The £2 for 40 odd wings, do you normally buy it at that price?
The wings are cheap. I don't count how many things I got. I could spend £1 something. I could spend £2 something. I could spend £3 something. It don't matter. I get bare wings for cheap. I don't know what the official price is. I don't know how much 20 wings actually cost. I'm throwing thing numbers at. I go and get wings for cheap regularly from that butcher's. Yes.
We've spent enough time on this because
You
I just want you to go, and I don't want to just see the bag with separated drums and flats. I don't want to see it like that. I want to see it all connected with the tip also on it.
With the tip.
100%. I want to see that. I don't want to see it chopped up already in that vacuum sealed bag.
Okay, and then once I show this, what am I gonna get for this now as well? Because I want some. Can we have like an hour tomorrow saying about how I'm a man of my word and everything I say serious? Then at least can we? Because we made a big deal out of it. I'm gonna go and prove it. Yeah, because I don't. What
You
am
know
I
why
gonna
we
get
made
out
a
of
big
this?
deal out of it? Whose
No.
fault was that?
It wasn't mine.
Whose was it?
It was not mine. I'm just saying. When I go and prove this, because what do I get out of this? I'm telling you the truth, and you're gonna get bare wings as well. So moving forward, you're gonna be getting wings all the time and stuff like that. Yeah. What about me? You guys make a big scene about song and dances, trying to question my character and the things I'm saying, like I'm some kind of liar. You get what I'm trying to say?
Because you lied. You're lying because you lied. I just want you to now prove that you weren't lying about the 20
Yeah.
plus 7.
Yeah.
And what would you like? Let's see. What would you like?
I don't know. I think about it.
Apparently, you telling the truth about your wing purchases you need rewarding. No. Even though you started with a lie, but you need rewarding. So what would you like?
I'll think about it.
Yeah?
I'll think about it tonight.
All right, cool. You do that.
Do you want me to freeze the wings for you or try to keep them in
It's
the
already
fridge?
frozen right now.
Huh?
It's frozen right now.
No, my one. I'm gonna go and buy more. I'm not gonna need them, innit? Do you want me to freeze them or to keep them in the fridge and bring them for you tomorrow? Because you're just gonna go make me buy bare wings that I don't want. That's what I'm saying. Should I freeze them for you or should I just keep them in the fridge and bring them tomorrow?
Is there space in your freezer?
In my I'll make the space. Because I don't know. I just want to know what I'm going to do.
So you
I
put
just
more
wanna-
reward. in
What
it.
do you want me to do? I just want to know, what should I do with these wings that I'm about
Put
to
it
go
in
and
the deep
buy?
freeze if you can. If not, put it in the fridge.
Okay, cool. I'm going to bring you some wings tomorrow, man.
No, you're gonna bring me 40 plus. You're not gonna bring me a sprinkle. And I want it in that same vacuum seal bag.
All right, cool. That's cool. I want to go now. I want to leave. I don't want to be here no more. I just want to go to the butchers. Like, if it was me, should I just leave? Should I go to the butchers and call in? I'll just go. Like, I just want to go now. I just want to go to the butchers.
The butchers.
I just want to go to the butchers and get these wings now. That's all I want to do.
Nah, just you can wait till later.
All right, cool.
All right. So back to the headlines. All right. So I'll do these ones really quick. U.S. officials say that Islamic State group mastermind, thought to have planned the devastating 2021 bombing at Kabul airport, has been killed by Afghanistan's ruling Taliban. The bombing that the bombing that killed 170 civilians and 13 U.S. soldiers as people were trying to flee the country as the Taliban took over. That sentence didn't make no sense. Anyway, the guy who's behind the bombing at Kabul airport in 2021 has been bombed and killed by Afghanistan's ruling Taliban. And the next headline, a group of, trigger warning here, a group of 13 suspected gang members has been beaten and burned to death by a mob in Haiti's capital after being seized while people were searching their vehicle. The suspects were reportedly beaten with gasoline-soaked tires before being set alight in Port-au-Prince on Monday. Police said that they confiscated weapons from them just before the incident. They have not explained how the members of public got hold of the suspects, but you know how it is, man. Haiti has descended into increasing lawlessness since the assassination of their president in 2021. The UN said in a report published on Monday that insecurity in the capital has reached levels similar to countries at war. Crazy. So sad, man. Gang violence led to the death of nearly 70 people, including 18 women and 2 children, between the 14th and the 19th of April alone. Imagine, 70 people died in just like a matter of days. But yeah, that's it for the headlines.
What are we into now? Reaction?
Yep.
Let's get into this reaction, man. Had to.
All right, cool.
What was these games from yesterday?
Yeah.
Yep, quickly. Yep, they played a few games last night. Crystal Palace lost 2-0 to Wolverhampton Wanderers. Aston Villa beat Fulham 1-0, and Leeds and Leicester drew 1-1. There's not much to report today. Tomorrow is what we're all waiting for. This evening's a big evening. It's a massive evening.
Huge.
The boys going up to the Etihad. I don't know. We're not going to spend a lot thinking about it because we've done it all before. We all know what this means. You're going to call in tomorrow? Because I know you're not here, but you're going to phone me?
Yeah, I'm calling, man.
Good, bad, or indifferent, no matter what the result is, you're phoning?
Yeah, of course, 100%.
I respect that.
100%.
Yeah, this is a big build-up. You don't know what it is, man. But yeah, we'll just wait till tomorrow. We'll just wait till tomorrow, man.
Brent, prediction?
Oh, boy.
Actually, first and foremost, predicted 11.
Ooh. Some weird feeling that he's still going to play holding.
Okay.
So if that's the case,
Yeah.
the back four is sorted.
Yeah.
Partey, Xhaka. I don't
I'm
see.
hearing rumors that Xhaka might not be available.
Ooh, if he's not, then they might play Trossard.
Yeah, I don't think Vieira's
That
gonna
might
get.
be a good look.
Yeah.
And the rest kind of picks itself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm hearing a lot of speculation that he might try and play Partey right back, and then play Ben White and Gabriel middle, then play maybe Jorginho in midfield.
Has Partey ever played right back?
Briefly for Arsenal the other day, and I believe he has for Ghana or Atleticos. I know he's had some minimal experience there. Yeah.
Well, our midfield would be decimated. Like, who's going to be taking Partey's place? Jorginho?
No, sorry. There's so many different variations of this. One variation I saw was Partey right back, Tierney left back, Ben White, Gabriel, then midfield of Odegaard, Zinchenko, and Xhaka.
He's going to do something he's never done before? For this game?
No, I'm not saying he's gonna do it. These are all the little. I've seen so many different. I've seen three at the back.
Yeah.
I've seen a team that tries to accommodate Trossard,
Yeah.
and Jesus,
Yeah.
and Martinelli and Saka. I've seen a lot. I personally believe that he's just gonna go with the same back four.
Yeah.
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 Hopefully Jack is available. If he is,
Yeah.
he'll play. If not, I'm hoping it's Trossard, Odegaard, and Partey midfield. But I don't mind a change. You know, I don't mind a little something.
Yeah.
I mean,
Is it because in our heads
Yeah.
we might lose anyway? So why not go for something stupid?
no, I don't think he'll go for something stupid. So, for example, playing Ben White and Gabriel in the middle, maybe even playing Tierney right back.
He's never played it before.
I know, but
And he's left-footed, heavily.
for one game, given specific instructions, anything can happen in it. But ideally, I probably want him to go with Zinni, Ben White, Holding, and Gabriel. And then if anything needs to be changed, you can tweak it a bit later on. Maybe a makeshift backline isn't the best option. But whatever he does, I don't think he's going to do something stupid. I don't think he's going to do something like obscene. I'm trying to say.
Yeah,
But
hopefully not.
Zinchenko in midfield, though, that does make sense. Because he plays it anyway. So if you can somehow subsidize his role at the back.
Yeah. So I see. But if he plays in midfield, then we don't. He's playing in replacement of Xhaka.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is if Xhaka's
Okay, and
unavailable.
that would shore up the midfield a bit more.
yeah,
Okay.
Yeah. So if Xhaka's
And give some help to Partey, knowing for well that once it is that ball busts through there, it's just that Goliath against Holding.
Yeah. So if Xhaka's not available, you could play Tierney left back, White at right back, Gabriel Holding, and then midfield of Zinchenko, Partey, and Odegaard.
Yeah.
And then the
Yeah.
Jesus, whatever.
So,
So,
do you think there's going to be over 2 goals in this game?
do you think we'll be over 2 goals? I think that's a high possibility. What, betting wise?
No, just in general.
Oh, yeah, it could do.
I mean, I might bet, but I'm just saying.
Was that a 2-goal jab? About the 2-goal?
No, I'm being dead serious.
He's a betting man now.
Oh, okay.
No, that's not good odds.
Prediction?
Funny enough, I think we are going to turn up, right? I do think something stupid is going to happen a couple times,
Yeah.
but I do think that we are going to. I'll say we are going to draw.
Draw, yeah?
Yes.
Do you want to put a specific...
It could be 1-1 or 2-2. I don't see it as 3-3.
All right, cool. I'm gonna go out on a limb because why not? Innit? Fuck it. I'm gonna say Arsenal win. I'm gonna say Arsenal 3-2.
Okay.
Mugs?
3-1 City.
Okay. Emmanuel?
3-1 or 3-0.
Okay. I think we're going to score.
I was going to say 3-1, but Arsenal.
You think you're going to score, yeah?
Yeah, I definitely think we're going to score. Yeah. I don't think we have to score. It's impossible. I'll put some money on it.
Nah, today is big, man.
Where is it?
Etihad.
Etihad.
嗯
Yeah, man. Just 8 p.m, man.
Excited.
8 p.m.
Because even if we lose, I want it to be a case where let's start talking about how the next however many games we might lose a couple. And let's start getting used to get everybody out of their head saying that we are shooing for this particular title. Forget it.
I think that's
And then focus on celebrating the fact that look at what we did this season. Look at what we did this season.
Would you rather lose the league marginally or lose it by a big gap? So
Big gap.
You rather a big
Big
gap.
gap. Yeah.
So you'd rather...
I might sound very stupid.
I reckon you still lose it by like 4 to 7 points.
That's marginal.
Nah, that's not marginal.
You think it's big? 4.
Considering how many points we are ahead now, considering how many games left, if we lost the league by 1 point versus losing it by. Remember, we've had a buffer for a long period of time, innit? If we end up losing it by the league by 7 points, that means that we've in the last 6 games we've dropped.
But this is it.
A hell of a lot more points.
That's it, and that's the case where because we could look at Southampton and say we lost that.
Yeah.
We could look at West Ham and say we lost that.
Yeah.
We could look at Liverpool and say we lost that.
Yeah.
These things are all on us.
Yeah.
And these things that we can change.
Yeah.
If it was a case where we were getting pelted like United,
Yeah.
I'll feel away.
Yeah.
Do you understand? But if it's done up to us, we can now get vexed with these little things. Fix it up. Ramsdale, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Do you understand? So I would feel better if I say these stupid mistakes of us being overconfident,
Yeah.
that can be adjusted, I believe. I would rather that than lost by 1.
The thing is, if you want a big margin, that means we'll probably lose today, and
I'd
then
prefer
and
a
then
big
and then
margin.
capitulate from here on in.
And this is what I'm saying. The
Yeah.
games that we still have left, these
Yeah.
are not easy games.
No.
And if we lose in a fashion today,
Yeah.
it's going to affect us mentally.
I don't believe Arsenal are going to get spanked. I don't think Arsenal are going to get spanked. I don't think Arsenal are going to get just walked all over at all.
No,
I think Arsenal are going to be up for this game. It's going to be a competitive game, and
yeah.
City are not above being beaten. Let's stop pretending like that's not the case. City are not above being. No
Yeah.
team is above being beaten, right? We could win this game. I know
Yeah.
there's a
Anything
lot
can happen in
of
football.
factors going against us, right?
Yeah.
But City have proven time and time again that they could be getting it.
Yeah.
They could be gotten.
Yeah. But we've also proven we could do some stupidness.
Yeah, 100%.
Utter
And I'm
stupidness.
hoping that we've got that out of our system.
I don't think we have.
The last 3 games, we've got it out of our system. And now, for example, sometimes you do certain things based on your opposition, right? Ramsdale chose to pass that ball out, against Southampton because he's being arrogant because it's Southampton. He would never do that at City. Right? He's not doing that at City.
You would hope so, right?
No, I believe so. I believe sometimes you go into a game overconfident.
Yeah.
Thinking these men ain't up to par.
Yeah.
We're better than them. So I can afford to play a certain way. Don't get it twisted. Ramsdale has done that plenty of times. As in past out the back, even when it looks dangerous, even when there might be a few other opposition players in and around the players he's trying to pass it to. And they've come off sometimes, right? But based on your opposition, sometimes you don't do them things because it's a better level of opposition. So I don't believe Ramsdale does that against Man City.
I think he would be extra careful.
Yeah, be extra cautious.
Not to.
Yeah.
But in doing that, again, nerves might fall into place. I don't want him to just start kicking the ball down the pitch.
I'm not gonna lie, sometimes I prefer that, I know Arsenal have a certain system and a certain way they want to play, right? But sometimes I'm like, when do you just use your own discretion? Right? And when do you go against the manager's instructions, not for the whole game, but just in a moment to better suit what's happening right now? So yeah, Arteta's saying, no matter what, play from the back. But right now, I feel like the best course of action is me to boot it forward because there's a hell of a lot of players in and around. So sometimes you go against the managers. We've all played football before. You don't always have to follow the manager's instructions is the guideline.
100%. But I would hazard a guess that Arteta didn't want him to do what he did against Southampton.
Yeah, of course. So exactly. So
that's not he went against the manager's wishes there, and look what
yeah,
happened.
but the manager's wishes is never to pass the ball to the
100%.
opposition. But the manager's wishes was to play out from the back.
Yeah.
Yeah. But if you're in a position where maybe playing out from the back is looking dangerous, then you can boot it forward.
Case by case
Yeah.
basis, I guess.
Exactly. But also, I feel like the opposition sometimes dictates how you play. And that's why sometimes I feel like Arsenal are a bit arrogant. And this is not exclusive to this season. I feel like Arsenal do it a lot, where they just show up and think that we're going to just, kick this team up their arse and it's going to be easy. I don't believe Ramsdale does that pass against City. So coming off 3 games that you should have won, the mindset has to be different going into this game. Like you need focus. You don't need to be making silly. You don't gift Man City of all teams easy goals. Basically, you got to make it as hard as possible for them. You can't give them gifts. You give Man City gifts, it's done. No.
Sounds like common sense, but we can actually pinpoint the last 3 games where it is we looked at common sense and we said ha 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 ha.
I know, but I'm just praying that you'll get it right this time because you've had a week. Again, we're not playing midweek. You've had a week to train, to discuss, to prepare, to plan, to watch back tape, to even assess that you've capitulated 3 weeks in a row. If you do it again for the 4th time, what is happening?
To be honest, some people would say 3 is already strike 3. How come you're going for 4? Like 1 is too much.
Oh no, 1 is too much, 2 is too much, 3 is too much. And everything I'm saying now, I would say it after 1, for example.
Yeah.
Everything I'm saying now, I'll say it from Liverpool to West Ham. Because in that sense, that was the exact same way you lost the game. So what did you do in the week from Liverpool to West Ham to prepare yourself? Well, you capitulated in the same way. So to me, yeah, 1's enough, 2's enough. But I'm just facing where we're right now. Right now, it's been 3 times.
Yeah.
It can't be 4.
So honestly, the weakest link that we have is Holding.
If you're going player for player, yeah, no, it has to be. And the thing is, Holding hasn't done terribly. He's played decently, but he is the weakest link right now. But it's not these 3 draws. It's not like it's Rob Holding's fault,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Because Rob Holding didn't miss a penalty.
Yeah.
Rob Holding didn't pass the ball
Yeah.
to what's his face.
Yeah.
Rob Holding wasn't at fault for West Ham's second goal.
Yeah.
But as a whole in the system, yeah, he is the
Yeah,
weakest player.
me saying he's the weakest link, that's not me saying he's responsible for the goals.
Yeah.
I'm saying that him being there destabilizes.
Yeah,
what he had
yeah.
before.
His presence
Yeah.
destabilizes what we had before,
Yeah, yeah.
100%. And not only him, but Tomiyasu also.
That's why I'm interested in the whole Zinni for Xhaka if Xhaka can play, because
Yeah.
I feel that would fortify that little spot just in front of Holding a bit.
Yeah.
And I guess Zinni could possibly drop deeper
Yeah.
and collect it from Holding
Yeah.
and then look to distribute. I would trust him to do that more than I would trust Partey. I just want Partey to focus on what Partey should be focused
Yeah.
on, and it's not dropping back and then collecting and going forward. That's what
Yeah.
happened when it is that he got the ball grabbed from him by Rice.
Yeah.
You understand? So I am interested in that little dynamic. But I am confident in the sense where I told you I'm not emotionally involved as I was maybe before after the Liverpool game.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
In my head, I'm thinking, oh, look what you guys are doing, and you guys know that you had everything in your hand. You know, you knew what the running was,
Yeah.
and you still were overconfident. You deserve everything so that you will learn for next year. I fully believe. Look, listen carefully.
Yeah.
Whatever happens this year, I'm thinking we'll be doing better next year.
Yeah.
Not that we'll get more points.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that, but we'll be dropping less howlers. We'll be more focused because something has just happened, whether it's winning or whether it's losing by stupid things.
Yeah.
We'll be bolstering our squad. We'll be obviously better.
Yeah,
right?
100%.
And I'm excited as to who we'll be bringing in. And I'm excited for the first 10 games because it will quickly tell Margs that he was chatting crap with this whole, there's no way you're repeating this next year. We've dropped stupid points. We've dropped very stupid points in games where just a little more focus, a little bit more discipline would have seen us through, right?
Yeah, definitely.
And we've even rode our luck sometimes, but every single team has that.
Yeah.
Right? So I believe we'll be stronger next year. I'm not saying that we will get the same amount of points, but I'm excited for next year and the next flipping 4 years. That's me.
I am too, but let's not go too far ahead of ourselves right now. Let's focus on this running.
No, I'm fine with going far ahead.
Yeah.
I'm in Cloud Cuckoo line.
No,
I don't mind.
Yeah, no, because you're prepping yourself for the heartbreak. I'm assuming, right?
It's nice for me to do that.
Yeah.
It's very nice for me to do that. I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
Only because I think off the back of what they've done, they deserve for City to basically do what they're doing. Do you understand?
Yeah.
It's been our fault. It hasn't been anybody else. It's been our fault. I'm not talking about the VAR decision. I'm talking about these stupid last 3 games.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
And in my head, weirdly enough, I want them to be able to learn from that. But in order to learn from that, you need to get one slap in your head.
Yeah.
If City go on to basically lose a couple and we literally buck up and win all the games, cool. Even more so, it's sweet.
Yeah.
But I don't want to, like I said before, if it is a preference between losing big
Yeah.
and despite 1 point, I
Yeah.
don't want the 1 point. Sorry, because we will get bantered.
Yeah.
This boy's gonna come in here laughing all the way through.
You know what's annoying, right? Going into the last 3 games, it'll be arrogant to think, you know what, we're gonna win all these games and we're gonna take all
Especially seeing as the opponents that we have.
all 9 points, right? But because of how the games have gone, we can actually look back and say, you know what, we actually could have won all those games. You know how many points we would have been ahead right now from City? It would have been like 11 points
Yeah,
clear.
it wouldn't be a question at all because we could have still had the opportunity to lose.
Yeah, this title was in our hands.
Yeah.
Like, we went up 2-0 2 consecutive weeks and bottled it. Like, so yeah, this is all our own. This is all our own doing. Like, if we would have lost, you know, easily, like if we would have got battered by Liverpool, I'd been cool. But because we went up and lost, it makes it even worse.
Because
it shows you we
this is
could
it.
have actually
we
won.
were too good for our own liking, and then the goodness
Yeah.
made us complacent, and yes, we got slapped.
Like, we legit could be up 11 points right now and could be like, you know what, we don't have to win the City game at all. City have to win the rest of their games.
Precisely.
But we've made our bed in it, so we have to lie in it, and hopefully we can get out of it tonight.
This is the talk of champions. This is
Yeah.
no champions talk.
Yeah.
Max, obviously, next year will be the same thing. Hopefully, you guys will join us in this conversation. Because I know at the beginning you were there saying that United would be there all the way through. In fact, they would come second or even flipping first. If you were there saying that United would finish above Arsenal, you said that for a long while. Confident as hell. The same way you were vehemently talking about the wings. You spoke in the same in the same vim.
Yeah, but man, the wheels fell off, man. We was just in too many competitions. You get me? Too many injuries, too many things, and
City,
it fell apart. But
Too many competitions, City.
what do you mean?
Well, you said you would. The reason as to why you fell apart was because you were in too many competitions.
Yeah, but you're saying because of Man City?
City are in all competitions.
Yeah, but they're a better squad than us. They're a better team than us.
Oh, the squad now. Stop. Is your squad better than Arsenal squad?
Yeah,
By far, right?
not by far, but yeah, we've got a better squad than you lot. Well, yeah, I think we've got a better squad than you lot, man. I think we're a better team than you lot, man. You lot just playing good. Again, you lot are overachieving, playing above and going above and beyond.
Man United doesn't have a better squad than Arsenal, man. Come on, that's just your bias talking.
Okay.
So you're not talking about the first 11. You're just talking about the squad. Right?
Yeah, look at everybody. Yeah. I think we've got a better squad than you lot. That's what I believe. I think we're
No,
better. than you lot.
no, you can believe it, but you're
I think that man for man, we're better. Even like your 11, your starting 11, your best 11, like man for man, we're better.
impossible.
If you're talking about
Arsenal-
performances,
Starting 11 is better than our side.
yeah. If you're talking about performances, yeah, and like performance levels that you sort of reached throughout the year and stuff like that. If you wanted to do it, like say, like I don't know, if you want to gauge like average ratings or something like that, then you sort of be better because you sort of played better, innit? If you're talking about people for who they actually are,
Let's just do something stupid.
So you
Let's
think-
just go one for man, first 11.
all right, go on then.
No, go on.
De Gea,
Who's better?
De Gea.
Do you think that the game is better?
Are we
than Arsenal?
talking about who's playing better this season, or
We're talking about this season.
No,
forget it.
fuck.
Yes,
Who's
this
better?
Are you doing just this season?
Just this season.
If you're doing just this season, you can take everybody then. It's fine. Take the whole 11. I don't
Thank you.
care.
Thank you,
But
'cause
they're
that's-
still
that's
better.
what-
Yeah, but they're better than you. But they're better than you.
No, I don't mind doing just in general.
You can't.
I don't mind.
You can't because he's going to claim Casemiro's
No.
stint in Real Madrid.
No,
Yeah, Casemiro's better than Partey. I'll take him
he
over
can
as well.
claim whatever he wants to claim.
We have to say this season.
No, we can do that, but then there's no
Let's do
argument.
both of
then.
them.
There's
Let's
no
do-
argument if
let's
you do
do
this
both.
season. There's no
Brent,
argument.
If
you do
you
this
base it
season.
on this season, there's no argument.
Let's do
because
both
we
of
are top of the league and they're not. So we're better than them.
No.
If you-
Because-
it don't make
Wait,
sense.
wait,
If you wanna do
wait,
this
wait.
season,
Stop,
take
stop,
all
stop,
the-
stop.
take the whole
Stop, stop.
11.
This is why you can't do this, right? Because
Take the whole 11 then.
Wait.
If you want to do this season, just take the whole 11 then. Take the whole 11.
Finish.
Just take, did you say you want to do it? Take the whole 11. If you want to do it off this season's results, just take the whole 11. You can have to be better.
Have we got a better first 11 than Man City, Yusuf?
No.
But you're basing it on just this season. You'd have to say yes. What are you
Why?
talking about?
I'm not basing it off just this
no,
season.
no. What that is what I'm trying to prove to you. What
know
am
what?
I doing here?
Okay, cool.
What am I doing here?
This might work. If we done a combined 11,
Yeah.
yeah, based on this season, how many of your players do you reckon make it?
This season.
Yeah, based on this season, form and play.
Shaw, Rashford.
So it'll have to be Shaw over Zinchenko, by the way. Yeah.
Zinchenko's. You don't do the Zinni thing. I don't know. I don't buy this Zinni thing. I don't buy it. I just don't know.
Go on.
I just don't know. You don't love the Zinni thing. I honestly just don't buy it.
Shaw, who else?
Shaw, Bruno, Rashford, Martinez.
What?
Martinez.
Is he set the back?
Yes.
Okay.
Earlier I probably would have said Ben White, but now I
you
might
want to
go.
Ben
I
White?
might go Wan-Bissaka.
Don't even go on.
I might go Wan-Bissaka. I'm not sure. I think that's a toss up because he's finishing. He's finishing.
I'll tell you right now.
really strong.
If we were doing a Man United and Arsenal joint 11, Ben White is getting in at right back over Wan-Bissaka, 100%.
Like I said, I would have said that earlier in the season. I
Yeah.
would have said no brainer. But by now, I'm saying he's putting in a strong case. The performances are coming together. He's finishing the season really strong as well. So I'm saying like by now,
season strong.
yeah, because he didn't even start strong. He wasn't even playing. He wasn't even playing at the start of the season.
The question of the whole season is just half the season.
I'm talking about who's better. I'm not talking about who's played, but I'm talking about who's better, who I'd have.
Over the whole season.
I'm not talking about their performance over the whole season. I'm talking about who's better and who I'd have, who I'll take at the right back, who I'll take. I'm not talking about how well they've played over the whole season. I'm talking about who I'll take right now. Fuck, what are you talking about?
Between who?
Right, that voice came out of nowhere.
Good morning.
Yes,
He's saying Ben White and Bissaka. Not Bissaka.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Wan-Bissaka,
Yeah, Wan-Bissaka.
And I said, well, the point I'm making is, I'm not talking about what they've done this season. I'm saying earlier on, a few months ago or whatever, it would have been Ben White hands down. I'm saying by now, with the way that he's playing, I've got a decision to make. It's a conversation. And I'm not talking, it doesn't matter about what they've done over the whole season. I'm not talking about the performance. I'm talking about who they are as a player, as people. Like, I've got a decision to make because Wan-Bissaka's finishing the season
What do you mean,
really,
who they
really
are
strong.
players as people? The whole season matters.
Okay, fine, but it doesn't.
So
In the
you-
beginning of the season, he wasn't playing. I don't know what he's. Again, I don't know what you want to do. I don't know. What you
No,
want
Ben
from me.
White's been playing solid this whole season.
I know he has. He's been playing good, and that's
Yeah.
why. Yeah, but
Yeah,
Wan-Bissaka's.
but you're saying based on Wan-Bissaka's recent form, he should be over Ben White.
I'm saying I think he's better than him. He could be potentially be better than him.
Anyway, let's make a
Well, he's
decision.
better. He's better.
Are
He's
we
better
gonna
than
base
based on
this
5 games.
11 on form or overall? Do we think the player is better than the other player? Let's make a
I
quickly
don't
joint
want
11.
you to entertain what nonsense he's talking about because you can't say the last 2 games he's been great. So let me now.
No, I'm not.
include
I'm
this.
not
It's not.
explaining
It's been longer than 2
I'm
games.
trying to
Tell
make a
him-
distinction.
Tell him
It's
what
been
you
way
want.
long.
Don't
It's
give him
been.
an
It's been.
option.
It's been way longer than 2
Don't give him an
games.
option.
It's been-
I'm saying
it's
whole
been
season,
5
full
games.
stop.
Cool.
It's been longer than 5 games too.
Let's build a team right now, a joint 11 based off
Full
of this
full
season.
season.
Yeah. So in goal, Ramsdale or De Gea.
I'm
De
picking
Gea.
Ramsdale.
De Gea's got a clean sheet record. De Gea. De Gea's got a clean sheet record in the league this season.
It's your list. It's your list.
No, because you're going off this
It's
season and
your
form.
list.
It's your thing. So you use your rules. How can the guy with the most clean sheets in the league not be
I
in
am
the first
not
in goal?
arguing with you. You
Listen,
can pick
listen.
what
Forget.
you
No,
want.
who would you pick off
listen.
your thing? You're going to pick Ramsdale too.
Yes.
Listen.
So then forget the form guy. Then we
no,
can't do it.
no.
It don't matter. Bro, it doesn't.
I'm still putting
De
my
Gea-
vote in. I'm still putting my vote in.
1 second though. He's telling me the parameters what he wants to do, yeah?
Yeah.
And De Gea is leading the league in clean sheets, and he's still going to pick Ramsdale. So everything else don't
Right.
matter. He's not even
Hear
using
me
his
out.
own
Hear
parameters.
me out. Hear me
He's
out.
not even using his
Hear
own
me out.
parameters, bro.
Why-
It don't make sense us
Hear me out.
doing this,
Hear
bro.
me out. No, hear me out. We'll let him have De Gea because
It's not we let me have nothing. It's his
It's
rules
not
that he
my
wanted to
list.
do.
It's his.
what are you lot arguing over then?
He's arguing. I'm closing my mouth.
You're picking the list
It's
of form.
your list.
No.
Don't look at me.
You're
Don't look at me.
You're picking the
I'm
list.
gonna close my mouth.
You're picking the list
I'm
of
gonna
form for
close
the
my
season,
mouth.
right?
Obviously, when I talk, it's
we will
rattling
put
you.
the
You're,
Gea
Because
there.
you're
it's
picking the
fine.
list of form for the season, right? Forget how what I'm doing. You told me the parameters. You're picking the list of form for the season, right? Over this season, De Gea has kept more clean sheets than Ramsdale.
Then-
So who are you picking, Brent?
All right, listen. The game is there. It's cool. Left back,
Sure.
Zinchenko.
Okay.
Right back, Ben White.
Ben White then.
Yeah. Centre back. I'm putting in Gabriel and Saliba.
Okay. I'll put in Varane and Martinez.
No, but you're just doing that because I said what I said. You said Martinez before, innit? So
Yeah.
it makes more sense for you to say him and then replace it with who?
No, because Varane's been cold as well. I don't think he's. Gabriel's got a mistake in him every game. Saliba's actually been good. Actually, Saliba's been really good. Saliba's dope. Yeah,
Yeah.
but
Alright.
I don't.
Gabriel's
think
the best centre
I
back.
don't think they've been a. I
Alright.
don't think they've been a better
Let's-
partnership.
Let's-
I don't
let's
think
be
they've been a
fair.
better
Let's
partnership
be
than
fair.
Varane
Let's be
and
fair
Martinez.
and pick
Wani.
But why
Saliba
are we being
Martinez.
fair? Why are we being fair?
Wait,
You lose every away game by like
sorry,
5
Colin,
goals.
can you just wait until it is that they finish and then
yeah.
you can jump in?
Saliba and Martinez. Then.
Because what's going to happen is that you're going to find out this is entire United
And
team.
No. The reason I'm being fair is because I'm not going to sit here all day arguing about why it should be Saliba and Gabriel versus Varane and whatever. Let's just move on and create a team.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I'm like, you know what, I can't bother. So we're going to say De Gea. We're going to say White.
Toss up.
Toss up. Brent, you have to be the deciding factor.
Oh,
Actually, who's this on the phone? Is it Ed?
yeah, it's the
Brackley.
Donny.
Brackley.
Yeah.
What team do you support?
Arsenal.
Oh, it's too biased then.
It's alright. Just go Zinchenko. He's the one to do it. Just do it. Pick it.
Wait, hold on. I'm assuming you're objective, right? So left back, are you picking Shaw or are you picking
I'm
Zin?
gonna pick a shot.
To be fair, Zinchenko's been kind of pissing me off recently, so I'll probably take Shaw. But Zinchenko's had a better season. But
Yeah.
overall, I'll probably say Shaw.
So overall, do you think Shaw is a better left back?
Zinchenko.
Yeah, overall, yeah.
Cheers.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't say that.
But-
sorry.
But
Right,
I
so
think
it's
Zinchenko's had a
so
better
it's two
season.
'cause I'm going off of this season. I'm not going off who's the better left back overall.
This Zinchenko thing's so
Yeah.
funny. I
So
watch you lot do this with Kerentini. He's going Newcastle for 30 billion in a second. You guys talk about playing right back. This is so funny. Watch when you lot get a proper left back. This is so funny.
How's it funny?
It's just funny.
How's it funny?
This Zinchenko thing that you are doing is hilarious.
Arteta,
Zinny, oh
Arteta-
my god, he's the best left back.
Arteta-
Is he?
Arteta
This is
is
hilarious.
picking Zinchenko over Tierney because he plays the system that Arteta wants.
Let's continue.
Ain't no one saying that we don't rate Kieran Tierney. Anyway, so hold on. We've got a tie right now between Zinchenko and Shaw.
Pick whoever you want,
No.
man. Look, come on, brother. I don't want to be here till 11, man.
Alright,
Please,
cool,
man.
cool.
I thought we was gonna be here at 10:30, bro.
I
Alright.
thought you were telling me what you wanted, and you were telling me what you want. Or it's both.
The thing is, we don't have to agree. We could
You
just move on.
don't, because you're not going to.
Alright,
when
cool.
it comes to certain parts.
Cool. All right, so that's the defense all out. Midfield. I'm assuming we're doing a free, right? Yeah, midfield free. Let's start with the DM
Bruno,
role.
Odegaard, and Casemiro.
Bruno, Odegaard, and Casemiro.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going Partey, Odegaard, and Bruno.
Okay.
Sorry, what? So Bruno is like Xhaka's replacement? Xhaka.
Okay.
And then up front, I'm going Saka, Martinelli, Rashford.
I'll go.
You better not say Anthony.
What, is Rashford better than Jesus, yeah?
Rashford's having a better season than Jesus.
Rashford is definitely better. He's definitely better than him.
But I see
better
Rashford
than-
as the
Right.
Martinelli person.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
I don't know.
No, I'm not taking Martinelli at that team.
I'd go.
You don't have to. You could take up Rashford.
I'd go Saka, Rashford, Weghorst.
That stinks. That absolutely stinks.
Ah,
That's what I want to do.
that's funny.
Weghorst got how many goals this season?
One or something.
Yeah, there you go.
That's what I want to do.
You see how he doesn't care about the stats now?
That's what I want to do.
Forget about the goalie stats. Forget about these stats.
I want to pick. I want to pick.
Weghorst.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Hold on, what's your free? Saka, Weghorst, and who?
Rashford.
Rashford on the
Rashford.
left.
Yeah.
Weghorst through the middle.
Yeah.
Tactics wise, give me a little spiel about that.
What do you mean?
Like, what's the justification with Weghorst as opposed to Jesus or even Rashford through the middle and having Martinelli on the left?
I think Weghorst has got better hold up played and better link up played.
Or even Trossard.
So he can link up. when
I'll
he's
put
got
Trossard
good-
through the middle before I put Weghorst.
when he's got good runners. If he's got good runners either side of him, and obviously Rashford and Saka are good runners, then it will help. You know what I'm saying? You can hold up play, target man, link up play.
I'm glad you weren't able to say that with a straight face.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking
I don't understand what's
When-
wrong with my face.
when you start talking through a smile, I'm like, yeah, this is bullshit.
All right, caller. What's your take? What would you like to say?
Yeah, no, obviously, I haven't heard you too much today because I've been busy. But ahead of the game, yeah, just wanted to see the general feeling between you two Arsenal fans, and then I just had a little thing to say quickly before I go. Yeah,
As in for today?
yeah.
I'm saying 1-1-2-2. Yusuf said 3-2.
Arsenal.
Arsenal.
Hopeful. I'm hopeful, man.
Good.
What's your
Okay, yeah, man. Me, to be honest, I see a 3-1. I see a 3-1. I don't know, something's to Arsenal. Come on, man. There's no bad vibes here. No bad vibes. But yeah. Before I just go, I just had one thing to say. Arsenal fans, just go into the game hopeful, man. Like it's 10 hours to go. It's probably the biggest game of the season. It's the biggest game of the league. Certain man spend about 500 mil, and they're gonna try to tell us that if we lose, it's over. Everything's bad. Just enjoy it, man. Like we're now part of the elite in the Prem again, and they're gonna try to tell us, gaslight us, that it's over after this. Even though we've got the youngest team ever, we've got young wingers that are literally matching Rooney and Ronaldo. We got one of the best up and coming managers, but apparently this is over. So whatever happens tonight, this is only just the start. So rather than being a team that loses 7-0, apparently, but still got the best keeper, Colin pass up the 5 yards. He goes to Man City, loses 6-0, can't even beat a team away, and what? That was in a title race now, 20 points behind us, whatever. Apparently they're going to catch 30 points from us. That's fine. But honestly, go into the game knowing that even whatever happens, Obviously, we want an Arsenal win, but we're literally going in the right direction. And then I even forgot, we're even adding talent to this team. Hashtag Declan Rice. But yeah, thank you very much, man.
Appreciate it, man.
Thank you very much.
What a great caller.
Bless.
Yeah, man.
Bless, man.
Man United down bad, man.
Very bad.
Down bad.
Very bad.
All right, let's get into Dana.
Let's go. Also, quickly though, is Pochettino's imminent hiring, is that for this season?
Probably.
As in they're going to sack Lampard? Or let Lampard go?
I'll let him see it out, you're saying?
Or they're going to let him see out the rest of the season?
I don't know, I haven't read the story on it, I don't know.
I'm thinking.
But why did it say, does it say imminent? Have you seen that word?
No, I inserted that word myself,
Okay.
but it looks like it's going to happen.
Then I suppose they will, because they're only interim anyway. So once they've locked up the other one, if he might come in so you can see some of the players and just get the full
4
pre-season.
managers in one season is insane.
It kind of, because they're not playing for nothing, it kind of don't make a difference.
I hear you,
Like
but
he don't need to get settled. If that makes sense. If he signed the deal and he agrees and he knows he's coming and it's
Yeah.
like 6 games left. Like
Yeah.
I was like, let me just see the players and let's just see where I go on, let them go on their way and have a pre-season. It don't make a difference because Lampard's not doing that and he's coming in. He's lost every game they play. Like it don't make a blind bit of difference.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I
Like it
understand.
sounds mad, but
No, it sounds mad on paper.
yeah, if they got him, come in. If they've got him, they've agreed. Yeah. Come in now. What, you're free, you're not doing that. What are you gonna do? Sit at home? What, you want Super Frank to keep doing this? Fuck.
Yeah, no,
come in
no.
now.
I was wondering because obviously it would be crazy to get rid of another manager. So I thought, is this for next season?
not
or
not
is it-
necessarily because he's an interim.
You know, if Frank was bought in like Frank, we just want you for a couple games, just until we find someone.
Well, he was interim to the end of the season.
I wasn't shown his position.
Yeah, that wasn't never. That was interim to the end of the season.
That
basically.
was literally okay, cool.
Yeah, literally interim to the end of the season. That's all it ever was.
Okay.
They was never doing all that.
No, I don't think that was a full on signing. I thought it was like, you know what, see how it goes. Because for example, let's just say Frank's been cooking. Is he now a
Nah, there
viable
was
candidate?
Nah, there was Nagelsmann and all that. There was always he was just always just a
So
space.
no matter
space
what
stop.
Frank done in this last
He was
8
never-
games, he was
never.
never going to be the manager.
Never.
Okay.
Yeah, but that's what I was led to believe anyway.
Okay.
So tomorrow's done it. It could be. Oh my god! Wait, there. What have we got done at here? Okay, cool. Quickly. This is London Marathon. Oh, it is old. I ain't seen this. I never seen this. This was funny. How do you say this woman's name? Zakharewski. I thought it was recent. Oh, I thought this was done in this marathon. Basically, it's killed me. I never had a chance to even take it in properly. I thought this was done in this marathon. I thought we had a marathon sheet. They're telling me this woman, is she an Olympic runner even?
Yeah, she's an ultra marathon runner.
Is that what's an ultra marathon?
I think them serious ones, you know, like it's not Olympic ones. It's the ones that we go cross countries and stuff.
Like just like foolishness.
Like, yeah.
Look, so she
did a 50-mile race.
she's raced for Great Britain in the Commonwealth. So she's a proper runner.
Yeah.
Basically, yeah, this woman was cutting corners. I see this woman. I thought it was about the London Marathon, but now I'm looking into it. It wasn't even a London Marathon, so I don't even know. But she's a runner. She had to do a marathon and thing. She's running around doing her thing. She apparently got disqualified because she used the car. She used the car in the race.
Is this like a movie? What type of rubbish is this?
Bro, she used the car in the
You know how
race.
insane that is?
Yeah?
You know how insane that is?
I think there's parts of it, yeah, where they track the run, yeah. So obviously she's running, yeah, and I think it was something to do with. Okay, cool. It's a 50-mile run. These people are crazy.
No, but
She's doing a 50-mile run. They ran from Manchester to Liverpool, yeah, running 50 miles, yeah, and they're tracking her, yeah. And I think afterwards, is this her? This is not her.
no, but the thing
Why you
is,
put this up? Is this her?
That's not
What?
that's not her.
Carly Bird. Is that her name?
No.
Ah, I clicked the wrong link.
but during the marathon, during the marathon, how do you run off the grid and into a car and back into it?
See, and that's why I was so thinged with it, yeah, because I thought it was the London Marathon. I was thinking, I don't even understand how you done that.
Yeah,
I
how
thought
you do
this, I thought this was amazing.
Yeah.
But now, I've got a little bit more story, and I'm getting it on the flight. I'm getting it like in real time as usual. It's an ultra marathon. It's different, so it's that big distance. I can see where it's come from. basically what she's saying is, yeah, they're tracking her, yeah, and there was a point in the race, yeah, on the data, on like the GXP mapping, what they're doing, yeah, they're saying she covered, she covered over a mile of the race in 1 minute 40 seconds. You know what I'm trying to say? So they're watching her run, and then there's a bit where she just starts cooking. You know what I'm saying? They're like, oh yeah, this bitch is going off. You know what I'm trying to say? So she done it. I think she jumped in the car for about 2.5 miles and jumped back out and run again. And she's saying that she's come out, she's owned up to it, she's admitting it, she's disappointed in herself, she's sorry. She says she's genuinely sorry, you get me? She's saying that she didn't mean it because she was tired and she was feeling sick and she wanted to drop out the race. So she jumped in the car.
But I'm trying to imagine a marathon, right?
Yeah. What bit then?
You have all the fences, you got the people, you've got a clear path. How do you run off the grid into a car
and then get back onto the kid? I don't know. It's premeditated. And then where she's an idiot, yeah, because she's moving like she was just doing it just to finish the thing, like she just wanted to finish the race and all that. Nah, like she came third. Also, though, lie using the car in a marathon and not winning the race. That's crazy. Oh, found it. That's why she's done that here. You can't use the whip. You can't use the whip and not win the race, bro. Like, that's crazy, bro.
She wanted to keep it respectable, though.
Is that what you're saying?
It's like what you did earlier.
Yeah, you know what it is. Yeah, you know what it is. If you cheat and win, it's a bit more egregious. But if you just cheat to just say you participated, then I think she can live with that.
Yeah, but she medalled though. She's won. Wait there. She's a Great Britain IAU World 100-kilometer championships. She's won silver in 2001, bronze in 2014 and 15. Like, she's got running pedigree. What they might have to do is go back and look at her other races and see if there was cars involved. You get me? We might have to just revise all her medals and see whether there's any more skullduggery going on in there, because, yeah, that's mad. I don't know how she worked it out. That's what it is. I thought this was a London Marathon, but it wasn't. But it's still, she's still done it here because you cheated and used the car and you didn't even win, man. Fuck that. That is genuinely stupid. I would have loved if it was a London Marathon, because in my mind I'm thinking like what Yus was saying, like, how the hell?
Yeah, how do you even escape the barriers? Like,
you know what I'm saying? Like, but
you just bust through the barriers and then just duck out and then just come back in at another point.
Got dash water on your face.
Yeah.
Well, I can't even say a name. Josiah, you're very done at here for cheating, man. That's it, man. Let's get into our outro because I got to go butcher. When I go straight to the butchers, are you going to put this in the community?
Yes.
Straight away as well?
Yes.
ASAP. Everybody,
I'm
yeah?
keeping everything up. And 100%, if it is you're proven to be truthful, I'll put it there too, on the clip.
Hold on, let's just make something clear. What is going to be satisfactory for you?
For me?
Yeah.
Well, a couple things.
Okay.
One, if it is at least 20
Okay.
for £2.
Okay. I think I'm with you. I need at least 20 wins for £2.
Yeah, at least.
At least.
And I do want you to be vindicated.
Even though you said 40 initially.
Yeah.
Even though.
I'm thinking he's lying anyway.
Yeah, it's exaggeration.
He obviously can't count. But I actually want to know if it's split up in that vacuum pack bag. Because you even
It's
say
not.
15 whole wings can fit in the air fryer. Mate, they must be very small wings. So me, 20, I'm good. But I want you to be vindicated. I want that bag in your freezer to be vacuum packed. And it to have 20 odd in there. I want that to happen so that I can basically put it in the clip. So
I think that was going to be harder because you've already claimed you've taken out 15.
Yeah.
That means that means they did give you 40 or 35 whole wings.
It was about that.
Understand that. Listen carefully. Go through this again. 15 and 20, there's not much in it.
Yeah.
So the bit that he asked to take out was half the bag. Half the bag. Do you know how crazy that is? Half the bag. And he was going on like, no, just a little bit because I'm going to eat that today. Half the bag.
Yeah, that's true, actually.
Everybody, join the community.
Listen. You swore on our lives
That what about the wings?
that you ain't lying or this ain't. You know what I mean? So
No, that was when he
there
said.
would have been
That was
excess.
when he was telling me.
There would have been excess.
That was
in
when he was
that
telling
bag.
me that I
If you
vacuumed
took
it and I
half the
sold it in
bag
the
out,
shop and he was making out like I
when
was
they
lying.
vacuum seal that, there would have been excess or the flab. Did they cut it off?
What flap? What flap? What do you mean?
If you brought out the bag, a full bag of 40 plus wings,
Oh, the
and
extra,
you've
the extra.
taken out half of it.
Yeah, he sliced it. They sliced it. They cut it off.
Precisely, that's what I'm saying.
So I've got a perfect bag, square.
good,
type of thing.
good.
Guys, join the community, please. Just for Wingate. Even if you just sign up today and you leave tomorrow, join the community so you can see these wings. You get me? Because I might start a company out of it. I might resell them. You get me?
I think you should. If you're getting flipping 40 plus for £2, are you mad?
I'm going to resell them. Guys, thanks for joining us today, man.
Better thing that you done.
Oh, you wish it was. Listen, join the community, man, because within a matter of, I don't know, let's say 30, 40 minutes, there's gonna be wings in there, boy. There's gonna be wings in there, so you've got to come, man. But
Do it right though. Like film the whole, film him packing the wings, count the wings. Like we want to know. Don't just here's the bag. Nah, let's see I want to count the wings.
I'm gonna tell you now, yeah, I'm not gonna count the individual wings.
Then what's the point?
No, because I'm gonna show you that I'm gonna speak because I don't want it. 1, 2. I can't be bothered to do that because I feel you're like mugging me. When I show you that this bag, you're gonna say, all right.
No, don't say, boss man, give me £2 worth of wings, and he brings out a bag and just gives you the bag. We want to know how many wings are in the bag.
So, I don't really mind because I could hazard a guess based on
we need
the picture.
We don't want to do any guessing games anymore. Just count the wings.
Or rip the bag and then just film.
Or even
Hey, I'm gone. I'm going to get wings. Join the community, man. We're done. I'm going. I'm honestly.
Peace,
I got to go gym, but before I go gym, I'm going butchers.
Please.
All right, cool. I'm going. Join the community. Forward, but I'm gonna see it now.
If you ask your boss man, I think you count how many wings that is.
Oh, we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it.
Yeah, I mean,
Some people don't like to be filmed, so I have to get permission from him.
Oh yeah, true. Yeah, just film his hands.
No, I'm gonna go and do this now. I'm gonna go and get wings. So, please, let's see.
All right, let's go.
All right.
All right, cool.
Peace.
See you tomorrow.
In a bit.